Okay.
Hello there.
So if you need this, yeah. So, I mean, y'all all nervous and shit. Y'all good?
Are we nervous?
I don't know, huh? Are you?
No.
We done had like 8 shows already, and now we're finally started to record. So I think we should be good, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. Anyway, so let's get to it. I always go through IG, and I kind of want to start the show off with something that I get from there, like just a crazy story, just some bullshit that I come up with, right? How important is representation? Anybody? Not everybody owns.
Yeah, for me, it's everything.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Why? Like why?
Just because, you just have to put your best self forward. And I just think that the way you display yourself is the way you would want people to see you at your best.
When I speak representation, I'm more speaking on representation in movies, representation in art, representation, having women seen the way women should be seen when it comes to media, that type of representation.
So you mean perspective?
Whatever word we need to use, just representation, having us in the media for everything.
I'm just gonna.
No, we're good. Go ahead. We're good.
I don't know. I think it all depends. I think it all depends on what you're talking about.
Well, so let's say having, you have homosexuals. They want to be represented in movies and represented in things like that. How important is it to have their representation in movies? Does that kind of make sense?
I think it all depends. Again, I think it all depends on what it is that you're portraying. Like, there's not a situation that requires everything to be represented. Mm-hmm. So if it's a movie about Black women, there really isn't, if this, the storyline is this, unless there's an absolute need to tell that story.
Okay.
There really isn't a need for any other representation.
Okay. Because what was that movie Jay-Z produced on Netflix?
Hard Day Fall?
Hard Day Fall.
Wonderful.
And a lot of people were upset because the main character wasn't portrayed by a darker skinned woman, because the actual woman was of darker skin and they used a fair skinned lady.
Yeah.
Again, we don't listen to all critiques because some of them are just not worth the voice, but things like that.
Okay.
You have as Hollywood Shuffle. Y'all remember that movie? Mm-hmm. That was a great movie, right? Okay. And it talks about how the white director is teaching the Black people how to be more Black and how to walk more Black. So it's like when you want that representation in a movie, people like Jay-Z will come and make it make sense. How important is it to have proper representation of how the Black culture is when it comes to movies, or how you want women to be portrayed? How important is it?
To me, it just, like I said before, it's about the basic way of how, when I say perspective, is because not one person can perceive what everybody wants them to see in a movie or anything. So when Jay-Z made that movie, he may have felt like, even though that woman was of darker skin complected, he may have thought that that other individual woman played that part better than the one that may have been of darker complected. So he picked that one. So in that aspect, he picked talent over skin color. Or maybe he just said that, when it comes to making a Black movie, that skin color didn't really transcend the point that he was trying to get across. Basically, he couldn't please everyone.
Yeah.
So it was his movie. He produced it. He portrayed it how he seemed fit.
So when they had like Annie, remember Annie? Traditionally, she's a white character, and the movie they did with Jamie Foxx, and now she's a Black woman. A lot of people got pissed off about that. They're talking about having a Black Superman, just to give Black people a representation when it comes to Marvel movies. That's DC. So when it comes to superheroes, what if they made Black Panther white?
And that's the whole thing. Before the simple fact of making movies, it was always white. Mm-hmm. So what now that within the climate that it is now, they're able to cross those color lines and make whoever they want to portray it as a Black character, like Annie, of course, Jamie Foxx with the Daddy Warbucks or whatever the case may be. Now these kids can see these characters in a different light and they can relate to them. So when it comes to a Black Superman or a Black Santa Claus, or we as Black people grew up revering these characters in seeing them in a light to where we couldn't relate to them. So I think with them being, I mean, for instance, I mean, when I looked at Santa, I was just like, he's white. A white man gonna creep through my window or down my chimney and drop some presents. That's scary as shit to me. So
You were afraid of Santa?
I don't.
That concept of Santa.
We've had this
you?
I didn't have a fucking chimney. That's first and foremost. Second, the thought of a white man coming into my house did frighten me.
Did the concept of Santa scare y'all?
No.
Like,
She's talking about a white man coming.
Yeah,
but Santa. When you say Santa, we automatically, most people, I want to give you that, but we automatically assume it's a white, jolly, fat guy with a red nose, white beard. So when you think of Santa, you're automatically going to assume a white man. Most people.
because that's all you saw.
So the thought of Santa Claus, KK, did that scare you? Of him coming to your house, dropping off presents, however he drops them off?
No, because my mama told me like at 6. I didn't believe in that motherfucker early in life. Like he didn't exist to me.
Well, yeah, in that. I mean, like we've had that conversation. Like Santa was a concept, but it wasn't. Christmas wasn't a big thing in my house.
Y'all didn't have birthdays. Y'all didn't have show and tell.
We had bills.
Y'all didn't have a lot of shit.
We had
Like
bills
stuff going on.
We had bills.
Do you have daughters or no?
I have one daughter.
Did y'all buy black dolls only or?
No.
They didn't have them
my
back then,
daughter's.
did they?
My daughter
How
got
old are
whatever
you?
she
Like,
wanted.
Yeah.
My daughter got whatever she wanted. I wasn't
in
the
the
household.
70s?
I mean,
This is and I don't even think my daughter played with dolls.
Kyla, she was scared of them. She
Did your daughter have
she
show
never
and tell
played with
too?
them.
Huh?
Did your daughter have show and tell?
Yeah, she had short and tell. We had. I don't think.
She being funny because you.
Yeah. But my daughter went to Catholic school, so
No Christmas, no birthday.
now my kids definitely had it. I overcompensated because I didn't.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Are you?
oh my goodness.
That's not a positive. It's definitely a negative.
Oh my goodness.
Are you fucking with a white Black Panther?
No, I'm not.
I mean, what would it be called?
No, yeah, like why wouldn't it be White Panther?
Albino Panther?
There actually is a white
Yeah,
Panther,
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like
a white soldier.
I don't know. When we get back to like what you were saying before, I feel like people take too much ownership in art.
Agreed.
Like it's art.
Yeah.
So whoever is making it, it's their representation. If
Exactly.
you don't like it, just like you on social media, scroll past it. You don't
Yeah.
have to watch it.
So how do you? I'm a big fan in that. Like, it's someone else's representation of something, right? You don't have to approve it. It's not always made for everybody. It's
Right.
made for him, for you to enjoy. You have a choice to enjoy it or not.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is
Buy a ticket or
something-
don't.
Exactly. And that is something how I feel about the cancel culture. I think the cancel culture is one of, and I don't want to get into the whole, because we could talk about that shit for hours, but unless y'all want to talk about it.
No.
No. I think it's stupid. And I say stupid a lot, but it's allow art to be out there. Allow movies, books, so to speak, allow that to be out there. And then allow the people to choose what they want to do with it. It's like taking out books out of the library, information out of the library. And it's like hiding things. I just don't think it's fair to the art itself.
I don't think that people understand that you really can't cancel a thing or a person. You can in the larger masses, but if people like it, they're gonna find a way to get
Yeah.
it. So it's a false sense of control that you can control something that you really can't.
Yeah.
You can stop it from getting to the larger group. But if I like it and you canceled it, guess what? I'm gonna go find it on the black market.
Was that
myself.
whole Jason Michael Myers whatever, was that real? Like the
What was it?
a gay couple got killed in there and they lost, the community lost their mind talking about how they got killed in the movie. Like I don't click on the stories, but I saw it.
Oh, I don't know if that was true or not, but they did say that. I mean, but that's the same thing with all the black people getting killed first in horror
Yeah, like
movies.
what's the difference?
I mean, they make jokes about it all the time. So, I mean, I'm not quite sure if that story was particularly true, but I mean,
There was a story like that about it, the second chapter.
Yeah,
How when that started and they just
Now,
totally
that's true.
killed the shit out of the
gay
people.
couple.
And
They
again,
killed the shit out of everybody.
no, they killed them pretty
no,
much.
it
Oh,
was
for real?
it was
I mean,
it was a gay couple, and they were being
They-
targeted by
Because they was gay.
a homophobic group of gentlemen that just really did this pummeled them.
Them was
So
crackers.
should they not be able to show real life situations?
Yeah, and I mean that really does happen.
But the simple fact, and that's the thing when it comes to people, again, a gay community, don't be mad at me. Hey, guys.
Why did you have to
But-
do all
He didn't have to act like that.
And
No, he
there
put
it
all the
goes.
sauce on
We
it.
got canceled. So,
Was
just
that
go
too
on to the
saucy?
house.
Was that too saucy?
The flick of the wrist was
Yeah.
quite
If they didn't
inappropriate.
see that,
And you're still going with the voice.
you would have.
We
Anyway.
just did it again.
No, but the thing is that I understand where they want to be treated equally and they want to be accepted. And I totally agree with, and I talk to Tina about this all the time. No, not everybody has to fuck with a community.
But they have
Period.
to accept it in a way, the way they coexist.
We don't have to accept any community that we don't want to accept. We just can't hurt them and treat them less
like I
than
said,
different.
they have to coexist.
But to sit here and get mad by art and how someone represents because they just choose to have a scene in the movie.
Do you want to know why? Because
Why?
as a society, we pick and choose how we want to accept the gay community. We want to use them in the media to sell things. We want to use them in the media to promote things. We want to use them in a church to do our choir, but we want to damn them if in our scripture. We want to use them as long as it's promoting something that society needs. But as soon as they want to fight back and use and want this respect, then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, y'all too sensitive. Y'all need to back up. Y'all are doing too much. Either it's all in or all out.
But don't you think the idea, and I guess I'm going to ask you, do you think the idea of a community or a group of people feeling that everybody should accept you, of course, treat you kind is one thing, but accept your lifestyle and love your lifestyle, so to speak. And I'm being very, I'm being very dramatic when I say love your lifestyle. But don't you think that is something that's very unrealistic and something that not everybody should have to accept?
So I don't think that, and as a person that is, I live in two different worlds simultaneously. I'm a married woman, but I'm also a bisexual woman. So I don't feel like
Unicorn. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not a unicorn.
I was like, you keep saying unicorn. We've already told you what unicorns
Yeah,
are.
and I'm definitely not nobody's unicorn. But
Jokes,
I also
jokes.
feel like the goal is not to be accepted by everybody. The goal is to see me as a human being and not put all these other little caveats on me. Like, oh, like you said, I'm not here for servitude, for you, for your fetishes or your likes or dislikes, or for you to poke holes in this, just like anybody else. Like, see me not as a service as what I could provide to you, but what I bring to the table to make your life better. And I feel like when we're talking about the LGBTQ, alphabet, because we add,
Yeah.
because
All the
it could
time.
be P's
Yeah.
and, everything,
It
it's
evolves.
just not to see what people bring to the table as a fetish or an offset. Like, just look at me as a human being. You don't have to like what I do in my bedroom. As long as I'm not forcing it on you, or I'm not assaulting you or making you live my truth, then just see me as a regular person. If I'm the postman, I'm not the gay postman. I'm just the postman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just take all the other extra stuff off the table.
Yeah, just love people for, or
you looking at me like
appreciate
that? Yeah.
appreciate people
But I'm
for
Are you
for who
roasting?
they are. Now, what I
Are you the
and I
person?
think now what I think you're probably saying regarding the alphabet that they add on, that when we are dealing with trans community or bi community, what they ask to be approached or spoken to by their pronoun.
Yes.
Now, I have gotten to a situation where I did not know the appropriate pronouns because I'm not well versed in what they are. And that person was very offended by it. I was like, well, you could teach me. But they were just saying, they were just like really just upset. And I was just like, how are we supposed to know the guidelines and the scripts? And I understand them being, because they're automatically just like African American black people, they get offensive when certain things, like we get real touchy about, like, yeah, that's super racist, don't do that. Or I think it's the same, they're going through the same thing. Now 20 years from now it may not be the same thing, or 50 years from now, everybody's evolving in their group, in their community, to where it might not be a big thing once people are open
I don't know.
to understanding.
Pronouns are kind of funny. I feel
They
like
are.
pronouns is something that people should absolutely ask the question on, and you shouldn't be offended by it. Now, if I tell you what my pronoun is, and then you slide and be like,
Exactly.
hey,
You,
she,
she,
and
that's
I
not-
tell you that my pronoun is they, them, then it's like, okay, so are you not trying to get it? Or
That's just
are you
condescending.
just assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that people should get offended by it because you don't know.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing I always say about it. You can't get mad at somebody for not knowing something that you haven't given them. It's like
Yeah.
people are like, well, you didn't know this, motherfucker. You didn't tell me. Like,
Yeah.
give me the opportunity to fuck up. And then when I fuck up, then you check me. But if you don't ever give me that opportunity, you can't hold me accountable for not knowing something.
But-
when she said the gay postman, I was thinking about the gay guy dropping off packages from door to door.
I'm like, what are you laughing at?
I was like, what is happening
something
here?
wrong
He had
with
his own moment.
The gay guy is dropping off the package.
Yeah.
Would you stop with the extra?
But just like it, oh my
Tina
God,
says
please.
Tina says my gay is horrible. I think my gay is really
No,
fucking
your gay
You're
is trash.
trash.
Is it really?
It really is. It's very, very,
First of
very
all, because
offensive.
there are gay men that sound like Barry White. Like they don't sound like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Take the sauce off of it.
But that's my interpretation of my art. Can you please appreciate?
But this is not your
Which
art
means,
right now.
which means that his representation of all gay people is very offensive.
and
so-
very feminine.
But yeah, exactly. But what you were
should hear
saying
my
is
girl's
just
voice.
like in the black community, there's some people that are hotep, like they're just so extra. I think it's like that in any community that where they're just like,
That's a
you know,
whole nother-
there's a whole different type of level of
that extra shit.
I'm super whatever it is at this moment. So I contribute that to being like you just doing a little bit too much. Get off the gas. But it happens in the black community too, where everything is just like,
Oh, really, Tina?
yeah.
yeah, that whole
I
type
know.
of stuff.
No, definitely it's not. Don't look over here with this because I come with facts. Don't do it.
Tina, we love you, Tina.
Yeah, I love me too.
All right, guys. So
Do
this
that.
is Socially Responsible, the podcast episode. Once again, bloop, 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 bloop. I don't know where we're at. We're gonna have
Intros?
we're
Lost count.
we're gonna have to go into and figure out where the hell we're
Stop
at.
counting.
We've had mini shows. We've had big shows.
It's
we've
100
had-
or something. We just gonna show up at a club one night with episode 200. Come through.
Anniversary,
Well,
the anniversary of
Yeah, just to go out.
Yeah, we'll make it make sense later. We'll just enjoy the shows that we have now. Again, we've been here for a minute, and again, thank you for tuning in. My name is Damien, aka Maverick, the Devil's Advocate.
It's your boy KK.
That's it.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man, give us some of the AKs. Don't act all brand.
Mr. Cracker Smiling, kill him. What else?
Great value.
Interrupt your date
Wow.
just by smiling at your mate.
I like that one. That's probably that's
I don't like saying that because but they want me to say that, so I'll start saying it.
Oh, okay.
fuck around and get shot and beat up.
Yeah, I don't want to smile at your girl no more. Look.
And who we got over here?
This Jewel. I gotta come up with some more AKAs.
8th grade fine, man.
Eighth grade
God,
fine.
I gained like 10 pounds. I'm like 10th
Ninth-
grade fine now.
Ninth grade fun, huh?
I'm like 10th grade fine. I need to lay off the food.
That COVID freshman 34.
I didn't gain any COVID. It's after COVID.
You gained something during COVID.
Oh yeah, baby.
She had a whole child. She gained-
And it happens. It happens.
that lonely Netflix and
That
chill
dick
conversation.
Was great.
It clearly was not lonely.
Yeah, it was
and-
lonely. It was.
I feel bad for him.
Oh,
You said the dick was great, so he did something, right?
that's-
Oh, and then we have a special guest with us today. Introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hello, everybody. I'm Shakia Gadsden, the experience maker.
The unicorn. Nah,
I love that.
joking,
Not
joking.
That's a dope name,
That's
right?
a-
I need some.
that.
I need a fly ass
Look
name.
at that.
Why y'all-
Yeah.
Dude,
The experience maker. I'm just
Introduce
I'm
yourself
KK.
one more time.
Shakia Gadsden, the experience maker.
There you go. And then also, guys, this is something that I know it's been a while since we've heard it, right? It's been a
Yeah.
minute. It's been a minute.
Oh, Jesus.
It's been a minute.
On drum roll.
Hey.
There you go. Our engineer Bria is back. She was waiting for that. She was all creamed up and getting ready. But thank you.
Hey, don't be telling all my business.
No, but the thing is, though, right when you first came on, she was like, "Oh my gosh, your voice is so pleasant."
It is.
Yeah, she did say that.
She did say that.
I did.
Bisexual? No.
I do
okay.
have that effect on people.
That's all you are now. You don't even know you the experience maker no more.
That's all I heard.
Kids, you ain't got
Yeah,
no
nothing,
husband.
nothing.
Like, that's all you.
All that other shit that I
all that other
outlined
shit.
to
All,
get
it's
it.
all out the window.
Is she black?
But
Is she black?
Hey, hold on. D. Jones, what's up, man? What's up, Kenneth? Ebony. I met Ebony the same day I met you. At the
look at that.
At the networking event.
We're gonna talk about
All
that
the messages
during
on my
whatchamacallit.
phone.
I be trying to tell people they don't want to go to work.
Teachers calling in.
You get them days off. You be like, I don't want to go back. Say, look.
Like 8 of them. I'm gonna have 4 teachers tomorrow.
So our show lineup is going to be kind of all over the place. We have an expert with us, the experience maker.
Yes.
So we're going to steal that shit. That's going to be the title of this episode, the experience maker.
Yes.
Someone is listening, please text that to my phone so I can make sure I save that in there. But with that being said, we're gonna be very topic heavy,
Specific.
topic specific.
Say that 3 times.
Topic specific.
Pacific
Topic
gonna
specific.
come out.
Topic specific.
Specific.
That's it, right? Did I do it?
No.
Specific.
You do it 3 times.
Topic specific. Topic specific. Topic specific.
I don't know what
You kind of fucked the last two, but better than me.
little bit.
It was better than me.
Yeah.
It was a
But
little.
we're gonna be very topic specific, because she is a communications expert guru, and also a sex coach. And I had
Get that in there.
and
Wait. Why
Like
don't
it was supposed to happen at all.
and bisexual. So we're gonna talk about this. So we are going to.
That's why you don't share. This is why we don't share in our community.
don't share
This
with
is
him.
why we don't share
You
in our
share with
community.
Damon.
Nigga be at the bar, you know she's right. That's what.
Does that mean, can I put 2 drinks?
Nope.
So
Where your friend at? Let your friend to drink too.
both of them.
No.
But the thing is, it's going to be a really good conversation because I'm someone who I really like communication. Communication is something that I've been big with. Believe it or not, Coach Green. He was our speech coach, and he was very big on communication. I took some classes in college. I learned a couple of words, and I feel like I can communicate better than anybody. And I know it's so far from the truth. But I think it's very important because in life, communication is the key to success, and it's also the key to failure. That's how I look at it. So we're going to have you speak your truth and your shit on everything bilaterally. And then we'll have...
Nobody caught that.
Yeah, yes, we did. We're just gonna ignore it.
Everything gonna be bye.
We're going to talk about
It is, right?
double standards.
Entendres everywhere. Okay.
And then we're going to talk about relationships, bi and straight. We're going to talk about sex between 2 people. And we're going to talk about society as a whole.
This is gonna be great.
So we're going to have a good show for you guys. Also, we have a question of the week. I posted it on Facebook and our Heathen page. Thank y'all for fucking with it. That bun. So now the question of the week, we're going to talk about are men complicated? How did I say complicated? Are men complimented or validated enough? This is something that I feel that is lacking towards the community of men. And again, it's not everybody. Some women get it. Some men even get it because I'm known to compliment men if I see a man be like, nice shirt, nice shoes. I told this one dude I was working with, that nigga's eyes, your eyes is beautiful, bro. That nigga has some fucking beautiful eyes. I think you be getting them. And then the girl that was next to him, I don't gas him up, da-da-da-da. But he has some nice eyes.
Why did y'all give him the side?
He had some nice eyes. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wouldn't have fucked him, but
They had like Prince eyes.
Why would
his eyes were
Why would
green.
you go straight to that?
Because I don't want you. We're not. Yeah. His eyes. I don't. I'm not bi.
Nobody said
his
you
eyes
was trying to give him
his-
the dick because you was. I mean, that I have not seen a lot of
real?
men complimenting other people's physical.
Yeah,
That
comment
nigga
on
was
shoes,
beautiful.
that's not the same thing.
That
I
nigga-
comment on shoes all the time.
Yeah,
That
but you
nigga's
tell a
eyes was
nigga,
beautiful.
tell somebody I shouldn't stare in your eyes. You almost got me.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
5 more minutes.
Nigga taking his belt off. You have some beautiful eyes. Hey, why you taking your belt off, bro?
My bad. I'm back. Snap out of it.
Yeah, that nigga almost got you.
Real talk. His eyes was like Trip. I always said it about Trip. My uncle. His eyes change colors, hazel to light blue or green, right? Some shit like that.
So what'd you tell him?
Nigga, that's beautiful. I like his eyes. I wish I had his eyes. I mean, I just think it's dope. God blessed him.
Invested in him.
Yeah, and then Terry, our aunt, has those kind of eyes too. Those are the only two that have those real nice eyes. But anyway, so we're gonna talk about that. Before we go into that, Kay, you want to bring us into the call to action?
You weird, dog.
How am I weird?
Hey, before I do that, man, can you stun on here real quick and tell Alexa to... It's a little warm in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Damn it, I owe you $1. It's a little warm in
I
here.
got you. I can do it on my phone. It's cool. We ain't gotta talk.
Okay.
So that's that. Only
Cool. All right. So, y'all can find us on YouTube, Socially Irresponsible. Click that bell, please.
Bing!
And you'll get all the alerts when we come on. Find us on Facebook at like Socially Responsible.
And like Socially Responsible.
Add that page. We will communicate with you. Add us on Instagram at Irresponsible.
Some shit like that.
And go on and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts,
What is it, Bree?
Podbean, Spotify, Pandora. Well, I know I'm missing
All the
one.
DSPs.
All
Just
the
get all of them.
DSPs.
What does that stand for?
Well, follow us on all of them. But, so I was going to say just pick one and just follow us on one. But no, follow us on all of them.
Just follow and support again. We have a great show
I know all
for
y'all
you,
don't got iPhones, so.
unfortunately.
So you can find us on Pandora or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
some of the low level peasant shit. you can find us on
$2.
that.
Let me stop talking, man, 'cause I'm losing money every time I say something.
But no, as Kay said, man, just go look for us. If you're watching us on Facebook, please hit the like button, hit the like, the angry face. Hopefully, I
hit
give
the
you a
heart
lot
button, the laugh button, all these emojis. Push them right now.
all
I can't
angry
even step this up.
faces. Let them go to Kay. Hit the likes and the beautiful
come
ones
to
for
me.
me. I say everything very PC. So I'm the one that should get.
Boy, you way off.
Wow.
Also, again, like you
PC
said
stand for?
on pussy control. So also when you're on,
You should play the dollar game too.
I'm not stupid.
I know he got to pay rent.
Christmas is coming up.
I was like, yeah, I don't want to take all his money.
Yeah, Christmas is coming. But yeah, subscribe to us, share with your friends, let everybody know. This is a different type of show. I'm not saying it's different from what you have normally seen, but we talk about stuff, and we're going to get deep into a lot of these conversations. We're not going to be shallow. We're going to speak our truth. As you know, we are socially responsible, so we're here for you.
Yeah, so we're here. So tag somebody, get somebody on here.
Yeah,
It ain't hard.
It ain't hard.
Hit the share button. I don't know why it's so hard for y'all to share stuff. Y'all share the weirdest stuff.
Well,
People share the weird. Like, you share this? Like,
This good shit.
you got all this up here. Y'all don't be sharing us.
Well, we have, again, like always, Bend Over from Connecticut. Thank you for tuning in. You're our number one supporter. Emily, she's also dope. She's out in Atlanta, isn't she? Somewhere in Georgia.
Did you meet up with her?
I didn't.
She did not. We actually did
terrible.
get her a shirt. And then also we have Ding Dang Tung Tung. He is from overseas. We appreciate
Very
you.
disrespectful, right?
No, he's really cool.
Candy,
And then-
what's up? I see.
Yeah,
Very
and then also
disrespectful.
thank you to
Don't say nothing crazy.
Enrique
Yeah, real
Suave.
name. There you go.
Appreciate it. He's from Espanol. So we appreciate your
He's from
support.
Spanish.
So we appreciate
These are the paid views that we pay for on social media. You know, you
yeah,
can
so we appreciate all of
pay
our
for these ones. These
Yeah.
ones we pay for.
we do. So we appreciate all y'all
Pay
for
$5 a
supporting us
month.
always.
It goes to Guatemala. It go everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, we got
$5.
supporters. Yeah.
I am slowly thinking on that's what happened. Look,
That's
look,
on you.
look. What is happening?
Can I put this disclaimer out there?
Yeah.
From-
The views of Damian Chandler
Yeah.
do not reflect.
Thank you.
The experience maker at all.
From Zimbabwe.
Or Jewel.
Thank you for watching.
Or me.
The rest of Socially Responsible podcast crew.
They have internet down there now, so it's cool. They watch us. But anyway, so
The fuck?
You owe me $1.
Shit, I wouldn't go.
$2.
what you got for your week? You have something that went on. I mean, you've been MIA for a little bit. You've been very busy.
I'm really just chilling. Let me see what I have.
Speak your shit.
Yeah, speak my shit.
No eclipse type stories or anything,
No,
right?
no
This
clip
is
shut story. Ladies,
so you have to hold on. Just
Ladies.
get this out your hand before you start.
ladies,
About to kill somebody.
if you choose to be in a relationship with a man that has children,
Oh boy.
children that don't have you, that you don't have with him, or do you have children with him and he does not get to see his other kids or choose to see his other kids, but you are content in that little glass house of yours,
Shoot yourself.
you will be getting picked up tomorrow morning in between the times of 8 and 12 because you are trash. Make sure.
That's trash come early?
Yeah, it does.
My shit don't. I be coming home from work. Shit still
Make
be happening.
sure that your dude, your significant other, your boyfriend, even if you ask about those kids, like, hey, your joint's getting big. Ain't seen little motherfuckers around here nowhere. You call your kids, you can see how they doing. And all the men out there that are holiday fathers that come around only during the holidays, try not to.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holiday fathers are the worst. That means you need to update your profile pic with all your kids on it.
I don't even do that. I just steal the pics on her page.
Or Instagram.
I don't even pick personal pages. I
This
just
nigga
steal-
said,
I put them on Facebook. I don't put my kids on Instagram no more. They be some weird people commenting like, bro, who is you?
Did you just say that you steal the pictures from her page?
None of the pictures I have of my
But
kids
you're
are none
their
that I take.
father. But you're their father. You have your kids.
Well, don't let them know that. I'm trying to present myself
As a trash
fucking
father?
bum.
Yeah, like why would you want to do
But
that?
no, real shit. That's just my shit for this week. I just have my issues with men that just my issue with women that lay up with men that don't take care of their kids, knowing that they do, but they're content in that bubble with that
They
man.
be some good stepdaddies though.
That whole
They be the
They be some
best.
great
I be
stepdaddies
like,
in
not you-
raising pit bull
I said,
puppies.
Nick,
They raise pit bull puppies and stepkids better than their own kids.
I'm just starting to see that now. I'm just like, not you raised a whole nother family, but didn't raise yours.
Because you can walk out easily on that.
I just saw a TikTok trend about that shit too. There was like, the disclaimer. No, not the whole thing was like, when you see your father out here raising a whole nother family, and you'd be like, the person be like, I'm not mad at you.
That's a lie.
It's a fucked up lie, but it happens.
I think
And don't put it on. My baby mama be tripping. If I hear
no. I've said this several times. I'm a victim blamer, right?
Oh,
And
he is.
it's I'm the type of person to why, like, what is the story behind it? And I've been in a position with my kids are asleep. Like, y'all go to bed.
They're definitely not asleep.
Yeah, y'all.
Peeking around the
They
door.
sleeping.
My kids will sleep there at the door like this. Say something stupid.
What
they
did Mama
want to.
say, Daddy?
And it's not a blame game.
It's been situations.
Ask about the kids.
No, I get it, but there's been situations to where I've seen women make it very hard for a father to be a father, right? And that exists more than you think.
Oh,
right?
it definitely exists.
So again, is it any excuse for a man to not be there for their kids? No, that is
Or help take care of them.
no, that is no excuse. And with that being said, without knowing the whole situation, so to speak, because there's guys that are out there crying every day because they want to see their kids and be with their kids and want to help and be a part of that kid's life, and the woman makes it impossible. So without knowing exactly the ins and outs, it's kind of hard to judge a situation.
Yeah, and they're also out there setting up secret funds for them, just so when they do get to see them, that they have the right amount of money that they spent on themselves and other people's kids in this secret account that they can give to their account.
But
It's
see,
this is all the money. This is all the money that I was hoping. I was like, this is all the money that
I thought you were serious.
Or are they out there just living their lives, complaining, talking about, she won't let me see the kid. But I mean, obviously, you're living your life without even taking into consideration that maybe one day you will be able to see that
So I have a
child.
question.
Go ahead.
Someone says, what if you don't know that person has kids?
But if you're picking them up on Thanksgiving,
If you fucking with
Wait, so you
somebody
telling
and
somebody
dating
they
somebody,
denying their babies?
if you date
There's a lot of people out there that don't tell their partners that they have kids that don't
Not
live with
partners, somebody they're fucking.
Yeah.
They definitely telling their partners.
But that's no, because there's people that are
13. Oh, by the way, Mike out here. Hey, Michael.
That's my little joint.
no, that's the thing, because there's people out there that have been dating people and have have a whole relationship for 5-6 years and don't know that the other person has kids. It's a thing that happens.
Yes,
That
it
can't be.
happens.
Somebody said, Andy said
You can't be hiding your kids that long.
No,
man.
people do it, but again, we're not talking about that's just a trash person in a trash situation. So that's an easy way to have that conversation. So that's not even nothing we're going to speak on, right?
And you're
That's
right.
easy.
There are situations like that where a man just doesn't take care of his kids. But I'm just saying, whether it's 5 or 6, if the moment did you find out, you need to be making it. If you're gonna stay with that dude, you need to make it
hold him accountable. Yeah,
yeah,
I
hold
agree.
him
Women
accountable.
too. It be women
There's-
that be having 4 kids, not living with them, then be pregnant. I'm like, what the fuck? You pregnant?
On dating
Damn it,
apps.
I owe you another $1. What are you pregnant for?
Look, I already put the 3. But the point is that even within my situation
What
where
can I do to get him taken away?
What?
Say God bless you.
God bless you. That's 2.
That's 2.
I've had situations where I've just had to cut a dude. I've been like, where's your kid? Like,
You should.
Where is he at? Like, you see me every weekend. You want to skip a weekend and go throw the old pigskin around with little man? I mean,
Do you know the
where is he
situation behind that whole story?
What?
Not just tell us, but do you know the situation as into with him and the mother of his kids? What happened with that?
Oh, I already know the situation. He preferred fucking me on the weekends than fucking with his kid.
I mean, one is illegal, one's fun. So
I was like, I knew what the reason was because, I picked up his phone one time and she asked if the child could go stay with him because she was falling on hard times, and he told her no.
His kid?
Oh yeah, he gotta go.
Yeah.
And I cut his
Wait,
ass
so
off.
did
should've
you put yourself out at 8 o'clock?
What?
What?
I wouldn't even put out at 8 o'clock. I stopped fucking with dude.
Oh, okay, because that was trash.
No, yeah, that was
Yeah,
super
was
trash.
really trash.
Put yourself out.
Yeah, but you go out
Yeah,
between the hours of 8 and 12 p.m.
I literally stopped fucking with him. I
Okay.
literally stopped fucking with him. He was like, what's up?
Okay.
I said, I just feel like you don't do enough for your kids. And he was like, what you mean? And and I just was like, I just distanced myself after that.
I get
It
turned
was
off.
definitely trash. It made
I don't
me,
even hang with people that don't take care of their kids. Like,
yeah, but that's another. I mean, people out here. But the point is, like, as a woman, even if the relationship is estranged and the mother does not, I just don't see myself. I don't see myself pushing for a relationship with a dude that can't. Shouldn't that be the main priority? That relationship. I mean, take her to court, do something. But the point is, I don't see myself being with a man that is. Even if we have a kid together and he's still not taking care of his other one,
That's called
that's
maturity.
that's
Yeah.
that's
A lot
just,
of women is not.
that's just
operating
fucked up to
maturity.
me because I'm telling you right now, I'm just like I'm sitting back waiting boastfully, like I cannot wait for him to stop fucking with you, so your kid don't have a daddy either.
oh man, I miss it though. Kyla 13 now. I leave the house. She was out with me. I'm good. Oh, you don't want to call me? I be like, what? You gonna let me go by myself?
Get your shoes. Come on.
I made her go to the store with me yesterday. Like, hey, get in the car with me.
because you're an actual
Yeah,
dad, but
like,
I'm talking
hey.
about outside, and that's what I'm saying. You can't. Everything's not gonna be perfect, but I mean, just the feeling of being a woman, or even a feeling of like growing up without a dad. I just can't imagine another child out there not being able to have a father in that place. It's a fucked up feeling. So I don't think I could date anybody. And I mean, I've went as far as, hey, I need to have a conversation with you about so and so seeing their child.
Do you at least before?
And that's how me and my ex's other mom got so close.
Before you leave a situation like that, not saying you don't, but just asking. Before you leave a situation or someone you feel is not taking care of their kids, do you at least try to advise them and help them?
Hell yeah.
This is what you're doing. This is what you should be doing. And then I guess once it's not going the way that it should go, then I guess you're at the point where
He
it's like, I
told
gotta
her, no, his kid couldn't come stay with her. Fuck no, I wouldn't stay. To get the backstory on that. That's a little girl. She's 5.
go. Yeah, I always wonder the story. Again, I'm not saying I wonder what the story is because it'll justify his action. I just wonder. I'm always the type of person that wonders, what is your mindset when you're making this decision? What in your head makes you think that it's acceptable or cool to say X, Y, and Z in that type of setting?
And I know what the situation with him. He was in a bike club. He would be on vacation all the time. All that shit got to stop when you become a single father.
You talking my heck? No, I'm just joking.
But all that, it's really a hard job being a full-time father. I mean, full-time parent. I know everybody in here knows that. When you are raising a kid by yourself, all that extra shit has to stop.
Also, you said something earlier, and I think that you're talking about, take care of your kids, at least, save up some money, blase, blase. I don't think, and coming from me as a man, it would hurt to have to financially be there for my child without actually being able to be there for my child. And it would be a slap in the face to make me pay for my child without even letting me see. I know people that have their kids 2 weekends a month. That is it. They're paying child support. They got them every other weekend from like Friday at 5 until Sunday at like, 6 or whatnot. And when you add the sleeping hours in there, like you don't really have time to spend with your kids. And I think that'd be hard for me. Like, fuck the money. Let me give my time.
Whoa, hold up.
Let me
fuck the money.
So I agree with you.
Yeah, everybody
You only
off the
get up 2
time.
weeks.
But I feel like there are people that kind of miss the mark on that. It's like, what happens if those 2 weeks that you have your child, regardless to whether it's enough time for you, like those are the times that your child is looking forward to. Like, we miss the mark when we think that kids don't know the fact that during these 2 weeks, I get to see the person that maybe I don't have the same bond with my other parent, and like this person will hear me. So I need these 2 weeks. Don't get caught up in the amount of time, but the quality of time.
Yeah.
Like your kids eventually will get older and they will be able to make a decision on their own. I think that for me, that is where a lot of parents, they mess up.
Yeah.
It's like, this won't always be like you giving up the money, and it's cool because you would still want to be able to provide for your child anyway. You don't want that to be another thing that the other parent can use against you and say, guess what? I've been struggling and we've been doing this, but guess what? Dad is over here doing that part, or mom is over here doing that part. Kids don't care about that. Yeah. They care about when I'm with you. Are you giving me quality time? Do I feel like you're my parent? Do you love me regardless to what you got going on? So don't worry about all that other stuff. That'll
work itself
fix itself out in the wash later on. Like I know a lot of kids that are with their primary parent and they can't stand them.
But see, and situations like that, for the other parent that actually cares, right? We're talking about one parent is whatever, can't stand that situation. The father or the mother that is in a very good situation that wants the kid but can't have the kid. It hurts the good parent in situations like that.
So there is no good or bad parent.
Yeah.
Like unless that person is truly abusing their kid and
there's a stressed parent.
There's a stressed parent. There's a parent that does not understand that the value of the other parent. There's a bitter parent, but that doesn't mean that they're a bad parent. That means that they're just in a bad space mentally.
Yeah,
and they need
That's
to
nice
work on
that.
But
it is.
It may be forced
like
because
there are
they
a
have
lot
to
of
hold responsibility.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that they're bitter because they feel like you moved on, and you're treating somebody else better than me. And it's like, that situation might have been different. We were in different spaces, maybe financially, mentally. Maybe this person just brings out something different. But they hold it as you screwed them over out of what it could have been in their life. Yeah. And so then they take it and be like, well, nah, you can't go over there and be happy because now you're going to look at our situation that we made together, but it didn't work out that way as a reflection of everything. Like, nah, like that was just y'all situation. Like sometimes it don't work out. It's not a reflection on you because it didn't work out. Yeah. Go be happy.
Yeah. No. It's just, I believe in bad parents. And I believe in good parents.
No, they were terrible.
Like, and I believe that when you're doing bad things in a situation, whether it's a relationship, parenting, or whatever, I feel like I can't sugarcoat the badness as good as you do, but you're a lot better person than me. Yeah. And I'm okay with saying that, right?
So when you say sugarcoat, are you talking about people abusing their kids mentally and emotionally and physically?
That's an extreme. That's bad, but that's like a very extreme bad. Like there's extreme bads and there's like other bads. You know what I mean? Like,
can you give me an example?
So for me, I think it's bad. I'm big on quality time, as you say, right? And it's some weeks I do great, some weeks I do bad. And I say that because some weeks I am, a lot of work, a lot of things that I'm doing, so I just can't be here every second. I'm on my phone texting, I'm on my phone making calls. So my attention isn't there. Some weeks I'm like 100% in. One thing that I do every week is I don't plan going out or plan on doing things outside of the house without the kids when I have them. I have my kids every other week, 7 days on, 7 days off, part-time job. So when I have them for those 7 days, like, friends don't ask me to go to the movies, don't ask me to go to the club, don't ask me to do none of that shit because I only have them for 7 days. The least I can do is be here for those 7 days. Okay. Those other 7 days I can fuck off, but at least for these 7 days, let me be present. I find myself on my phone sometime a little bit too much, and I have to stop myself. So I understand when you talk about quality time. I think not giving someone that quality time is bad. Like, I think when you're with your kid, like, it should be about y'all two, if that makes any sense, including them in situations. I have to drag my daughter out the house sometimes because they're at the age where they want to just hang out by themselves, you know, and do things. So, I mean, that's when I say bad. Again, I understand beating your kid, doing other shit, that's bad too, but I think there's also lesser extremes of bad that I would equate to bad.
Simpler neglect.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
just
let me
a
ask you a question, because I feel like as parents, we do a bad job of letting our kids know that we're human. I don't for me, my kids see me good, bad, sometimes worse, and sometimes extremely immaculate. Like, I'm on my shit, you know? And so I don't feel like you should be as hard on yourself when you're being human. Like, if you're on your phone, your kids are not looking at you and saying you're a bad parent because you're on the phone. Like, they don't look at us like that. Like, you are a superhero to your kid.
We put too much on
all
ourselves
the time. And I really feel like we put too much emphasis on things that are not human. Like, you need to teach your kids that regardless, I don't have to be with you every waking moment in order for me to be a good parent. And what am I showing you? I'm showing you self-care. Like, yo, I need to go sit in this room by myself.
Leave me alone.
And get myself together. That's not a bad parent. That's teaching your kids self-regulation for later on when they're with somebody and they need a moment. They're not just bugging out because they never knew self-care.
Someone stepped out of the room for 15 minutes. All of a sudden they're like, no. And that's I understand that. And I'm not saying you're saying that's how I am. That's just great information.
No, not at all.
So I'm not gonna get all defensive on it because that's not what it is.
What you looking at me for?
Because you're sitting next to me.
I didn't. First and foremost, all I said was the fact that women make these men take care of their kids. That was my thing for the week.
No. When you talk about that, it's like self-care and stuff like that. Just because I say you're a bad parent, it's not because of those one or two things. You know, you're on your phone every now and then. I like you said, I do bad things all the time, but it doesn't make me a bad person. You know, we're not perfect, as you say.
You're horrible.
And I'm not over there, you know. And and that could be true. But even though I'm horrible, I have my good moments once and twice a year, right?
Once or twice.
So, I mean, and so when you say that, it makes a lot of sense, you know, and I like that word, you know, not the word, but the whole message. Like, just because we fall short sometimes doesn't mean we're a bad human being or a bad person. It doesn't mean we're a bad parent. It just means that we're fucking human and we fell short for that moment. Yeah. But we're going to pick it back up and we're going to self-check ourselves.
That's the thing. You have to recognize you fall short. Because I had an incident with Kyla to where I'm always saying I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? So
you do. Yeah.
I have to. I've stopped doing it. Like, I could be tired as hell. Like, eyes bloodshot red. I'm sleepy. Like, if she asks me to do something, I'm gonna do it. Cause she was scared to ask me to do stuff because she would say he gonna say he tired. Okay. And I'd be like, I went to work at 3:30. I got up. I go pick you up and take you to practice. Like, I can't put that on her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
your responsibility to be a father are still supposed.
It took me a while to learn that though. So.
But you learned it, and the good thing about it is that a lot of people.
I do be tired, Kyla, though, but. They're asking me, can I go skating? I'm like, sure. I drive with a skate lane east. No, it's off Marbach.
You better say something before I got off the highway.
But we walk into the skating ring and none of her friends. Where your friends at? Here go the address. I'm like, Lou says, oh no, man.
That was my issue of the week. Just
that
men do better. Women.
Everybody do better.
No, I was waiting for the woman. Thank you.
Yeah, we had.
Thank you. I was about to.
This is specifically for the women, though.
All right.
This is for the ladies.
What you got, Kate?
I don't know. What's up, D? Your boy on here live at 5. What's up with you, man? That's his name. Live at 5.
Yeah.
That's a dope name. I need a name.
You got a name? Still your date because I fucked your mate, something like that. I don't know. What was it?
What? Oh,
I didn't hear that.
Did I misquote? Was it off?
Yeah, it's way the fuck off.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't hear none of that.
I was like,
I didn't hear that.
I didn't even mark those curse words. I was like,
get your.
I might have to use that. What is it?
Nope.
What is it?
What I say?
What'd you say?
Let's
Steal your date and fuck your mate.
yeah, steal your date because I fucked your mate. Something like that.
Interrupt your date
by
smiling at your mate.
What was yours of the week?
You got something for us, Kate?
What I got for y'all, man?
The networking event. The networking
that was
and
dope.
then the and one. KK over there was over there trying to get 5 million. He was trying to get 5 million from a dude.
I've never been a groupie ever. So I've seen celebrities, you know what I'm saying? I've never been like, let me get a picture of this. I've never been there. And then when I see people post online, they'd be like, chilling with, you took a picture. Y'all was not hanging together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I seen at this little basketball event yesterday. So
this little basketball.
It was all these N1 players. Like I grew up playing basketball, watching these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And somebody showed up that I thought I never knew gonna show up. So he walk in the building. I'm just like, hey, let's get to my loot. So he come sit down, whatever. I shake his hand, or we talking, whatever. And he's sitting there. He there. His wife is right there. I noticed. He's not the type of celebrity to where like I'm busy, I'm doing this. I'm like I'm saying, like not right now. People kept telling like, you know, I like, look, man, I don't usually ask for pictures or nothing like that, man. But if you don't mind, can I get a picture with you? Like, come on, bro. Take a picture. He gave his wife my camera. She was like, yeah, y'all do this. Y'all, I was in groupie mode.
Oh my God.
Say, what you finna do, man?
Nah, nothing.
Groupie mode, you know what I'm saying? Like that was like one of my favorite basketball players, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, damn, I met this dude, you know what I'm saying?
That was cute. That was cute.
That's what's up. You got
He's still lighting up about
yeah,
it.
he is.
He sent me the picture of my phone and stuff, and then called me. Guess what I did? I was like, this.
I did not say that. You lying, dog. I said, guess what I did?
He fanned out.
Yeah, he really did.
He did.
You fanned out on the interview. What you talking about? You wasn't even real life. It was just.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. That
it was
interview
in person.
was real. The interview
you
was
talking
real.
about peeling his penis back and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What be going on? Okay.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Like, I'm over here hating that since you want to talk about me. Let's talk about you. Nah. But yeah, I had my little moment with that. But yeah, this networking
Why are you
event
looking
though.
like that?
First of all, anytime you talking about peeling somebody's penis back, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what they said. Him
The
and the other dude
foreskin.
said that.
I heard the foreskin isn't what you want in your mouth, so you gotta. And
He's
then
not
when you do it,
circumcised?
is that I don't know. Just in case it's not, I'm trying to learn.
Like,
But
You
yeah,
got her clutching her pearls. Calm down.
But I'll definitely will go to more networking events. That was the first time I've been on one. It was like really dope. I couldn't stay. I didn't get to hear you speak. I had to come and do the podcast. But
It's okay.
yeah,
You're here now.
Yeah, that's how I met her through the
Oh, okay.
networking.
That's dope.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if you have you didn't have to have a business. You know what I'm saying? Just go out there and network and meet
What
people.
was it?
It was a networking, like
Networking mixer.
a mixer. Yeah, it was like
You got to be on social media too.
You got to be cool.
open it
cool.
up.
I'm definitely not cool.
It's a big old F on your phone. Just push it. You see a whole another world come up. Look,
I'm just not cool. I'm lame, y'all. My bad.
So the mixer was dope.
it was really dope.
That's something that I think.
Well, did you like it?
Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah. It was,
I'm not really social like that, like talking to people like that.
I sat down the whole time. I sat right. We was at the same table. I was like, I think people moving around. I think we need to move around, do something.
like a speed date.
I just like
Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
Take your phone. Do this. Take a picture. I was like, oh, y'all doing too much.
What do you mean?
But that's cool because in doing that,
But
she's here now.
Yeah.
And then again, like I said, we're gonna talk. And I think that's dope. But again, networking is great. And
It is.
Networking is great. And that's something I always tell Kay. Kay is always in the streets. Kay is in the streets,
Whoa.
not in a negative way, but he's always talking, and he's always speaking socially responsible outside of the studio.
Oh, what?
Another sub.
He's always speaking socially responsible outside of the studio, and I think that's fucking dope. And I need to be more like him. And I told him when I don't have the kids, just come get me out the house because I need to. We all need to pop up. Yeah, we all need to pop up.
I'm gonna have to start getting out the house.
Yeah, we need to hold an event. We talk about it privately, but we're gonna hold something for you guys, and it'll be real dope. And it'll be as irresponsible as fuck as everything else is. So it's gonna be fun. Just understand that.
That's pretty cool.
But so how about yourself? What do you have for your week, if anything?
Ooh.
I just marginalized. If anything, you ain't got shit going on.
But it's
Unsocial
okay.
ass.
I am pretty much. I'm social, but I'm always in a corner.
That
Sounds like you're a byproduct of your environment.
I am. Yes, I am. I like that. That was cute.
a byproduct.
Oh my god.
He was waiting for that. Your week. Come on. Your week. What happened on your week?
Why you smiling so big?
Your week. I got something
He
for
was
you.
waiting.
Yeah,
He was
I'm
waiting.
sorry.
But no, for me, I would say my week has been more consistent of manifesting, being around more people, like people that can help share my message. And I have been struggling with being in my purpose and accepting greatness.
What is your purpose? What is your message?
So my message is that you are not what people have told you are.
Fuck them.
Yeah. You are much bigger than that, and stop minimizing yourself to make other people feel comfortable.
That is.
I'm gonna say that at the end of the show when you ask me what I got for the people.
What's your purpose?
To help people just be comfortable in that. Like, accept it. Like, don't try to fight it because you might make other people feel uncomfortable because they're used to being small.
If you see when our show starts, it has, broadcast will start shortly. The hashtag is make them uncomfortable. I want to make y'all uncomfortable. I want to have those uncomfortable conversations. And I'm not saying that because I'm fucking dope, but I am fucking dope in real life.
And you should feel like you dope. I don't think people think they're dope enough.
No.
I think they get caught up in what other people tell them they are. Like, from the time that you're little, like, no, you're gonna be this or you can't be this. Like,
Social media.
I'm grown. I am gonna be a force.
That's what's up.
We're
like that.
definitely gonna talk later. We're gonna be buddies. we're gonna be buddies.
I be walking around here, my head this big.
And you should, like, for real. It's, like, there's nothing wrong with being humbly great.
Yeah. No, I fucking love it.
I never understood that. Feel like you kind of cocky. Like, what am I supposed to be? Like, I'm
Walk
supposed to be
around
sitting in the corner, like all sad. Like, oh,
They
man,
do. They
I'm
want you to
living.
be that way. They
I'm
do.
living.
Yeah.
I don't care what y'all doing. I'm living. Shit.
Yes.
People
If-
want you to be that way
Fine.
because they can't see it in themselves.
If that's one thing I've learned from Kanye, and I fuck with Kanye.
I love Kanye.
Yeah, I fuck with Kanye. And that's one of the things, like, regardless what it is, he's going to be him no matter what. Either you're going to fuck with him or not.
Yeah,
But
I
at
fuck
the end,
with him adjacent.
But at
Some
the
of the
end
shit
of
he
the
saying.
day,
Him and who?
I fuck with him adjacent.
Oh,
I
I see
think
what
that
you're saying.
I can't straight. I think he just need to be on some medication.
He should be.
I mean, everyone should. That's self care. That's looking out for yourself. Everyone should
but
care
nobody's
for
looking
themselves.
out for him. No one.
I mean,
Nobody. They like crazy Kanye.
but see, but the thing with Kanye, if you listen to his music before this shit, and I'm not gonna get into big Kanye rant, but if you listen to his music before the stuff now, you would see this coming. And when he lost his mother, as we talked about it, I don't think people understand how hard that is, especially as close as him and his mom were.
Yes.
So when that happened to him, we're judging him based off as if he had a normal life, and we're looking at him as he's just Bob.
Yeah.
He's not. His situation. He's always had to overcome some of the most dumbest, stupidest shit to get where he. And not saying he didn't bring some of the shit on himself, but he's always put himself to be a front runner, or like to be in the forefront of change and doing shit his way. So he's gonna get that scrutiny. But we all, at the end of the day, I really believe everyone looks at him and being like, I wish I could be who I am, and then be a billionaire.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess you can look at it like that, but
Like, I
you
wish
can definitely look like that. But it's just when I see him, I just see pieces, and I'm just like, he's so fragmented and fragile that it's just hard to it.
When was the last time you talked to him?
No, I'm just saying, even in the interview, like in the interviews, he's erratic. He's all over the place. He has not one complete thought before he jumps to something else. That's not normal.
So can I explain something to you? Like, so I'm gonna be candid. I believe in being honest and speaking my truth.
Yes.
I like Kanye and bipolar.
Really?
And so, yeah, absolutely.
You like who?
Like Kanye.
Is it you
I thought
bipolar?
I thought you said I like
Okay.
Kanye bipolar. I was like, really?
No.
Okay.
She's bipolar.
I
Okay.
am bipolar.
Okay.
Oh, I like Kanye.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, no.
I too
Yeah.
am a bipolar person. And when I
That was a
hear-
confusing sentence without
Yeah.
punctuations.
Yeah.
But I get it now.
Yeah. So when I see him and he's in these interviews, he speaks the way that my mind works. And so I understand why for a lot of people it is very pragmatic and it doesn't make a lot of sense, or it feels like he's jumping. But it really makes sense if you look at it as a whole. Yes, I talk with my hands a lot. I'm sorry.
No. I was talking like you because I'm talking. You go ahead.
Yeah,
does-
no,
he
it's
does
like
that.
it is exactly how his mind is working. And when you look at it from a whole perspective, not just like, okay, in a clip, like you honestly get to see the beauty of how quick his brain is working. It's like, holy shit, like this is like superhuman what you're doing. Like you're able to focus enough to make art and greatness happen, but with such a scattered brain. Like it's amazing to watch. Like when you take away the fact that it's like, yes, there are times where Kanye absolutely needs medication. We need medication sometimes because we can't regulate ourselves when it gets to a super stressful point. But for the most part, even with medication, and I think this is something that people don't recognize, his brain still operates the same even when he's on medication.
Yeah.
He's going to speak exactly the same way. And when you lose a parent, because I have lost a parent, your world is never the same. And people don't take into account that everything about you is going to reflect that loss.
Yeah.
You know, so he's got two things working, which should be against him, but he's making it work. If you actually look at it, he's making it thrive. So I am a huge Kanye supporter.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
He's very analytical and you watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Do you understand Johnny Depp's character, Jack Sparrow?
Yeah.
Amazing.
How he does a bunch of random shit that makes no sense
at all.
But at the very end, it like all comes together. And him dropping a coin at the very beginning of the movie, somehow that coin is going to be something that he needs at the end of the movie, and it saves the day. Like he has it's very strategic, as unstrategic as it sounds, and it's very raw. But when someone goes on these rants and does some of the random things that he does, and it always hits, at some point we have to think like, how
is it really random?
Yeah, how random and how odd is it?
I like that old saying, it's a method to the madness.
Last thing was about Kanye, because again, I could,
Yeah, all day. I know.
Oh.
But
I just took a
He put
picture.
the nose.
I just wanted to.
He put the nose on
I just
the
wanted a
mic.
picture. You know what I'm saying?
that's something for your sex coach.
Yeah, no, I'm good. We don't need to incorporate that.
So
no. At all.
So that rant he
mic down his mouth.
that slant.
That's the only bisexual one.
Hey, you know what?
I was like,
That's a nice poster.
I was like, you.
I need to give me a nose ring and I need to give me some accessories.
No, don't put this
Listen.
for him.
You took it out?
No, it's right there.
Oh, okay. So when
that shit don't bother me too.
when Kanye
Call me
said
whatever
that
you want.
slave thing, how
Oh, yeah.
and everyone took offense to it. I don't think people really heard what he said.
Now we heard him.
No, because if you heard what he said, this is just my opinion. We can disagree if you want to. I love disagreements. But when he was saying that, if damn, I forgot what the fuck he said.
The slave. He was talking about
No, he was saying,
choice.
yeah, if being a slave for 400 years was a choice, right? And basically what he was saying is that just as we chose to break slavery after 400 years, so to speak, that same process could have happened 350 years. It could have happened 300 years. It could have happened 200 years. If you listen to the whole soundbite, he's not saying like it was our fault, so to speak. He was just saying that fight could have happened sooner, which is what he was kind of depicting and talking about when it comes to his fight on shit. Like he wasn't saying that it was our fault and we were slaves. He was talking about something completely different. But like she said, when you listen to a soundbite, it's gonna sound really weird when you don't listen to the whole context of the conversation. But that's my Kanye take.
What happened? Your week? I don't.
I already talked about mine.
Okay.
Can I talk about mine?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
Damn,
As long as you ain't gonna be making no slurping sounds, we can.
Bree.
No.
Take it away.
Why Bree over there start making slurping sounds?
That's
man.
fine.
Hey.
Mine's actually a turn on.
I
I don't know
feel-
about Damien's. But
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, let me hear.
It's dry over here.
You perked up real quick on that one.
I cannot.
Yeah. He was.
Lord have mercy.
I'll do it off air. Don't worry.
Hey.
All fat Albertish and shit. So, I'm gonna talk about my week, and my week is very simple. And it kind of goes into what I was talking about last week and shit that I've been going through. Communication is big. And in talking about things, it sucks. It sucks trying to have a conversation when you feel defeated from the jump. And it sucks that when you speak on things, people or no one sees it and understands you when you're speaking on it. That's why I've always said I've always been a victim blamer, because it's easy to see one thing one way, but to be very unbiased and look at topics from two different angles and two different perspectives, you can understand why one person did something the way they did it, and they can still be wrong. But understanding the state of mind or understanding kind of where it all boils from, it's important to me. And when people don't listen, and again, I understand sometimes situations are too personal to where you have, I call it noise, when people are talking to you and there's a bunch of noise interference. I learned that in those classes, actually. It's kind of hard to get the message when there's a lot of noise. And you're never going to receive it the way that you should. And, sometimes maybe you don't deserve that yet. Or maybe sometimes it's time, and sometimes it's not, meant to be fixed now. But knowing that that's the issue, and that maybe sometimes it doesn't need to be fixed now, as opposed into, I call it punch bagging somebody. It's one of those situations that'll never be fixed. So I had a plan. I met you. My plan has changed, and I'm going to make you part of my plan if at all possible.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
75 an hour.
and then and I want,
That's a little too low. You need to raise the prices.
Yeah.
for this situation, it's probably going to be a little too low. Joking.
Lord.
No, it's really not. It's really not that bad. It's really not. But it's something that I just. Anyway, we'll talk once again, like I said. But that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm trying to figure it out. And again, I feel defeated because I feel like I'm trying to figure it out by myself.
Yes.
And it fucking sucks. So, Miss. I said it twice.
Miss.
So, let's talk.
Let's
Communication.
talk.
I want you to have the floor. And she is a sex guru and a communications expert.
So, stop.
And
I'm not a sex guru.
well, you know more about your field than we do.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As you should. And I feel it's the nose ring for me. So I feel like you're freaking know more about this than others. All right.
First of all, like I said, I live in my truth. This is fake. I am afraid to get my septum pierced. So this is all me, but without the pain. I've got no.
My shit hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I told dude, you gotta kiss me first. You put the thing here, my whole head, like, bro, it's doing too much.
Again, accessories are just it's just an added to who I am.
I have some also.
Yeah, and it don't make me less of nothing. Like, you liked it, right?
Still don't.
It's cool. There we go.
So
I really thought that was real. Okay.
unless you go dig in the nose, you ain't never gonna find out.
Never gonna find out.
Fuck you in my nose for. So we talked about it earlier. What are ask us some questions, all right? So everyone that's listening, please tune in and please play along with this. She's going to ask us some questions.
Okay.
I guess the things that are commonly messed up when it comes to, KK just learned what the hood was, or the clitoral hood. He just found
don't say that.
the hood.
I was
3-4 months ago with Tina. He just found out that there was a hood over it.
Don't do that.
I
I didn't know you could work up under it. Is that what it was? I didn't know you had to lift it up and do work under it. Under it.
So
The whole engine up under there.
it's a whole engine. It actually is. So gets it going, man. It gets the party going.
Vulgar. I wasn't vulgar. Got my point across without the vulgarity.
There you go. That's minus $1.
Yeah.
So with that being said, ask us some things, and we're gonna see who if we can get it right.
Okay.
An audience, put your answers up there too and see what y'all think and see if y'all know what y'all need to know about sex and communication and boning and bi. Sorry.
Okay. So
And bye.
he did. He threw it in there, but it's okay. At
No,
this
like
point,
bi.
we just have to just bypass what he just said.
Exactly.
Give it back.
You
Throw
see that?
them
You see that?
shots back at him.
Bypass it. But okay, so the first thing that I will ask, and this is for the group, and I know that you have a couple of listeners on here that have, either been to some of my workshops.
Million of listeners. Relax.
Listen.
Relax. I know.
No,
you
I didn't know
see
whether
it.
they cross-viewed from other places or, again, have been to my workshops that I don't do.
Oh yeah.
millions
So yeah.
Of
No, you're right. So hundreds in that token. You're right. Not millions. It's hundreds of that are on.
Are
Yeah.
you done? Are you done? Are you finished?
I loved it.
I'm gonna shut the fuck
Is
up.
you finish or is you done?
No, seriously.
All three of y'all.
No, seriously, seriously.
Y'all
Go ahead.
respect my name.
Do you know what your erotic blueprint is?
I don't know what that even means.
I don't even.
I saw that show on
Netflix?
yeah.
With the white girl,
Yeah.
she's dope.
With Gwyneth Paltrow?
Gwyneth Paltrow, she's dope.
So
I'll
that is
give
what
her-
I am trained in.
I would give her every.
Oh yeah,
inch.
we need to talk for real.
Yeah.
Your blueprint to what?
Your erotic blueprint, which is basically how you
How to turn me
need
on?
people to speak to you sexually or interact with you
Right.
sexually.
I know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
I would love to hear what you think it is.
Give my penis kisses.
No, that's not even one of them. That's not even an option.
Can I mute his mic?
Oh, I don't. Do you know Bettina?
Patinas.
Yeah. Oh no, she
got a boo boo, yeah.
All right. What is it?
Just wash your hands.
Educate us. What is an erotic
So there are
blueprint?
5 different erotic blueprints, kind of similar to when you
Love
hear-
languages.
Yes.
Okay.
But the erotic blueprints are how you like to please yourself or someone else to please you or communicate with you in that manner.
As quick as possible so I can finish the game.
No.
No.
No. So
That's not no.
No. So there are 5 of them. There is a sexual. There
Okay.
is a sensual. There's
Okay.
a kinky. There's an energetic, and there's a shapeshifter.
Okay, so
What's
first
the shapeshifter?
first one is sexual. I'm pretty sure we all understand what the sexual one is.
Okay. Tell me what you think it is.
Sex.
No.
Okay, what is it? I guess
Pleasing?
we don't know.
So yes, it is sex, but these are the individuals that like nudity. They prefer to have sex with people that are going to guarantee them orgasms. They like direct touches to their genital areas. Those are sexual people. They like sex.
So something that's sex geared. Like
Yeah, not all that other stuff is just really.
I just want to put it in and
Yeah.
I want to come.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's sex. You said sensual, which I assume sensual is more of a seductive type situation, or no?
Sensual are those individuals that are turned on or experience sex better when you involve all of their 5 senses.
Okay, that's the smell, touch,
Smell,
see,
touch, yeah.
taste.
Candles burning type shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Massages.
She said yes.
Touches. Yeah, no, seriously.
Okay, what is
wax.
and the third one was
So you can go with kinky.
kinky. Kinky, that's pretty much self-explanatory.
No, tell me. Because
Kinky-
people think it is, but it's not necessarily.
Kinky would be like lick my toes, strap me in butt, stuff like that.
What?
Okay. So you would
Why don't you
be.
just go straight to butt play?
What about like handcuffs and stuff?
So that would be bondage, and yes, those are forms of kinky. Kinky is anything that it is not traditional.
I'm sorry.
Traditional sex. However, there are different parts of kinky. Like
So
you can
sort
be
of like fetishes. things?
So those are fetishes, and so those are things. Those are there's a sensual side to being kinky, and then there's a psychological side to being kinky.
Okay.
So psychological
Domination type.
Yes.
Okay.
Domination, role playing.
I'm the slave and you
Visual-
slave master.
It's visual
Yeah.
pleasure.
Is that the kind of play you do?
That's the first thing that came to my head.
Boy, y'all gotta leave these white women alone. Boss.
visual foreplay? versus
White women
physical
love doing
foreplay.
that, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm
The master's coming.
The master coming.
The master coming.
What we doing?
Okay.
Yeah. No.
At
Seriously,
Goodwill
all of
buy
that.
all them old clothes.
As the pappy.
Let me be serious. Come on. This is a serious conversation.
Lord.
Two more. Two more.
We're just gonna
Two more.
What,
Two more.
You just gonna talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so kinky is
Kinky.
like anything that is not traditional sex.
Okay.
So for me, my blueprints are I'm a kinky shapeshifter.
What's shapeshifter? Explain that.
Shapeshifter is they encompass all of them.
It's a bicep.
No.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Because it is 5. So what is the 5? Hexagon? Hexacept? Whatever you call it. Yeah. So yeah. So that would be you encompass all 5 of the blueprints. So
Okay.
You enjoy everything, but in order for it to absolutely be the best, it has to be layered.
Okay. So it has to make. Okay. What's the 4th one? We missed one. Kinky.
So
Sexual,
energetic.
sensual.
Those are
What's
people
energetic?
that deal with energy. Like
The vibe has to be right type shit.
when you hear that, the vibe has to be right, or you walk in the room.
Sage burning in the room.
It can be.
No.
It can be, but it's more like
Demons.
truly the
The
energy
energy.
that you share between a person.
Okay.
Like if you're dealing with a person and you are energetic and their shit is off, you feel it. And you will try to be like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, nah, like I can't do
Can't get with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
you try
I
to
ain't
have
in the
sex
mood.
with them
I
and
ain't
it's
in the
like,
mood.
Sandpaper.
something is off.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes
Sandpaper.
that's why most threesomes don't work, because the vibe is not all the same in the room.
It can be, absolutely. If you are dealing with an energetic and you're in a room, you can absolutely feel the energy of the person that you're attracted to.
They got pills for that.
No, it has nothing to do with sex. It has everything to do with.
It's completely different. Like
Yeah.
you can have orgasms before you even touch a person.
That was a Bill
What I
Cosby
meant.
joke.
Don't
For
do
real?
that. No.
So
That was a joke.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Don't
Pills.
repeat.
I said that was a Bill Cosby joke.
He doubled down on it.
It may not be as intense, but you can feel that same sensation through you.
What is yours, Kay? I personally think men. I don't think men have the same sexual experience as women. First and foremost.
So you're correct, only because society has given y'all this thing where it's like, this is what you are. So what I will do is, because I didn't give it to you, but I'm going to give you guys a quiz for you to take it and find out exactly what your primary blueprint is.
I would love. I'm curious because I'm not a kinky person.
you'd be surprised.
Well, I guess from my, without taking the test, I don't believe I'm a kinky person. I'm not the candle wax individual. Sexual. Of course, I'm sexual, sensual, vibe. I'm more of a vibe person as I've gotten older. Mm-hmm. Back then, I'm just knocking them down.
Police sounds
You
could be
seen that,
playing in the background. You like police sounds? I'm ready to go.
Okay, yeah. But I'm more of a vibe person now, I'd say. I would like to take the quiz. I'm kind of curious. Is anyone out there, if y'all know what y'all are, post
close to the
it.
edge.
Talk to it. I'm kind of curious. What? How about you? What do you think yours is?
You're talking to me?
No, Bettina, the one that finished boo one. What is your? That does not fit in there. You see, you have no idea about sex. You can't just can't go sticking things in holes, man.
I can.
So I actually watched that Netflix special. Mm-hmm. I guess it's a special. I don't know. But I took that quiz. I went on her online, right?
Yeah.
And I took that quiz, and I was surprised.
What were you?
So I'm sensual and kinky.
There you go. And
We knew that,
What
though.
did you think you were? You said you were surprised. What did you think you were?
Just kinky.
Yeah.
Just kinky.
Got a garage full of toys. What you thought this
I know
was?
it's not in my garage. It's in my room with the pole.
With a pole, with a whole pole in there.
And a nigga laying on the floor.
Can't even touch him.
No,
swear.
he was in the other room in a bed.
I would
Calm
definition
down.
of lane.
because I think I know what my blueprint is, but
What's your blueprint?
She ain't trying to tell you.
Wow, we all just told I
I'm
was.
saying I just think I encompass all 5.
Oh, here we go.
To the shapeshifter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
You
You like what?
I just
Say.
like the thought of this.
Penetration.
No, it's not even a penetration. I just like the thought of just physical, spiritual, emotional. I just like all of those things. Like I like the role playing. I love to idolize someone's body, to just be like just breathe that person in. I just like the thought of this, everything that encompasses physical connection with someone.
That's what's up.
She about to bust right now.
The way that you sound very energetic.
She sounded like she was there.
Mm-hmm. I love
She was here to get the whole.
I go to the bathroom again.
I do. I just love. That's why I like being with that one person and just absorbing them.
Oh yeah, you sound very energetic.
So
That's how you got that baby.
Mm-hmm.
What's something else that you know? I'm gonna hit you up about that test. I want us all to take it and post it. That'd be
okay. So
I definitely want it also.
cool. We know.
Okay, so for y'all, what are your thoughts on squirting?
Fucking dope when it happens.
It's pee.
Okay. That's why I asked the question.
It definitely
pee.
smells.
It comes
like
from
pee
the same
sometimes.
place as.
Well,
It's pee.
joke.
Is it not?
She looking at me like nigga.
It has some
Is it
traces
not
of
pee?
urine in it.
My thought on squirting is not necessarily where the origin is. My thought on squirting is the idea. It's like it's like seeing somebody get off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not what it is, like the
idea that they can't control themselves and just releasing.
something like that.
It's
you
a
know?
visual thing.
And that's kind of all it really
for
is.
ego of a man.
And that's really all it is.
Yeah.
Now the science behind it.
Pee in my bed.
Yeah, the science behind it. I don't.
There's nothing
understand.
visual about you pissing in my bed.
First of all, I need you to do better.
It's definitely,
you are a whole
but it
grown
is.
up.
It's definitely a visual thing for men more than anything.
Well, I mean, and
I
it's
would
crazy.
prefer creaming more than anything because it's a process that goes with it that is not controllable.
That normally comes hand in hand.
Anybody can make you squirt.
I mean, so.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can not train yourself, but you can make yourself squirt.
Oh, you backpedaling right now?
You can make yourself squirt.
What she said is absolutely
You
right.
can.
Every woman has the capacity, unless they do not have the gland.
Well, of course, they have
And
the
squirt.
capacity. Yes.
But most women have never, because they get in their head and they're like, I'm peeing. And
That's
it's
peeing,
like, no, it's definitely not. Like, you will squirt way more than you have ever pissed in your life.
That is true.
Tina, get your nasty ass on. Tina, quiz link.
Hey,
Welcome, Tina.
I got you, Tina. Don't worry. We're going to get it to you.
I like. Was that
Tina.
Okay. I like.
curvy.
I like the. What's up, Tina T? I like. Again, it's just. So what is it?
So it is really just fluid from your body that is produced from a gland. It comes out of the same place as urine, which is why people will be like, "Oh, she's peeing,"
But it's not.
It's absolutely not.
So then you said that nigga really putting it down there, right?
No,
You
so
don't
here's the deal.
even have to have it in them for the squirt.
No.
You
That's what I'm
just slap
saying.
the motherfucker around. It'll come out.
I just grab clit and.
Or just
First of all,
grab it and just rub it on the.
Oh, man.
On the
You're slapping.
you just grab it.
Huh?
Yeah, that's the most disrespectful shit.
But
Oh,
you can
nigga, I
just
didn't-
put the tip and just. You don't have to put it in. You just put the tip and just go like that with it. It'll squirt.
Trust me. I mean, not trust me. Yeah, I've done some.
And
weird
getting a
things.
rematch to do it again?
Boy, she was.
She was faking it.
You
Nah,
can't
it
fake
was-
that, King.
No, you can fake it. Can you?
squirt.
No,
But
you
see-
can make yourself.
You can't. But
I
listen,
know
you
women.
can't.
You
But
get
this
mad
thing.
at me.
Y'all are so-
She got mad
No,
at me.
it's-
She really
no,
got mad.
no, really.
How the fuck do I know?
It's not
just
about
saying-
being easy. It's a thing. Like some people have crazy fetishes. Like some people like things that you probably don't like.
Oh, no.
So to sit here. So I
just
mean,
saying,
but to sit here and be like, oh, she's faking it. What if that's her thing?
Yes.
So I mean,
It
that,
is.
so
It
I mean,
may
that's
be-
saying,
it may be
it's
her
like it's like you're
Or
downplaying something as
or
if
it
because
may
you don't
be
like it.
it may be her thing because she told you because she knows your thing.
But that's not my
That's
thing.
what women.
Fix
That's
your
what
face
women.
when
That's
you're
what
on this
women.
show.
But that's
That's what women do. We
But
don't
what
talk-
if-
frowned up?
yeah. But what if
Maybe
it's
her
actually her,
thing.
what if it's actually her
Unconscious.
thing though? It's like you like you can't just
Did
down.
you ever ask her?
Why do you think we got to that point? I was walking around slapping vaginas like that's just what we doing in 2021.
Oh, she
Our
she
child?
told you to.
She told
Well,
you to do it.
she was
That's how.
She's
she's
done-
done. Experience to do for me slapping on it.
she's done porn, right? She was
Okay.
in the industry.
Well, she
So
learned-
so
okay.
so her idea and understanding what gets her
had
off
sex with a porn
is
star?
different. A couple of them. It's different.
Here this nigga go.
It was
But I don't know what's I ain't been there for him. I don't even know where to meet him at.
It was random. Trust me, it wasn't like I was like that nigga.
Obviously,
And like
they
that.
got a chat room in the Pornhub.
But no, it was just met him on the street. Anyway, but the
Streets.
not in the street. Like, what do you mean, most people?
These are Pornhub amateurs. Like he just
No.
like okay. Listen,
Anyway,
I support.
So it's just something that happened, and like she's of course more experienced when it comes to sex than I am, and asking questions. I'm a big ask question person, right? Like, what do you like? What do you not like? Or I'll try random shit and be like, do you like this? Do you not like this? Because it's like, let me try it. If you like it, then I'm going to do that, and if you don't like it, I'm not going to do that.
Can I ask you a question? My question to you is, you said she's a porn star. Do you equate body count to better experience?
It's a quality conversation again. I don't care about body count as much as others.
You can say me. I don't care.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I don't.
Nah,
I have a real issue with
but
body count.
it's
I don't even want to get to know you. Like, I mean, if I
don't
meet
want to
you,
know you.
I like before we have sex, I had that conversation.
You think she's telling you the truth? Okay.
five.
You telling
five.
me 40 or 50? I'm like, I'm good. Nice to meet you. Like, it'll never be.
And the reason why I asked is because if you're in the porn
you there?
industry,
I'm quite. Frankly, I could be in the 500s, but if you don't want this pussy, you just don't want this pussy. You know? Like, you think
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't have the people had it.
Put it back in the car and take it to the house.
I definitely wouldn't want it.
I don't frown at numbers. And do I equate it with? I do equate it with more experience because it's just more. I always said I think everyone, men and women, need time to be a hoe, so to speak.
Okay.
Just to figure out your shit, right? And you're not gonna learn what you like and don't like by being with one person because they're normally gonna do one thing and you're normally gonna do one thing. When you have yourself with multiple people, you're experiencing different things, and not just what you like sexually, but what you'll appreciate from somebody, what you'll allow somebody to do, what you need to give somebody. So it comes both ways if you make those experiences like that. I've learned to like ask and talk and figure out what the other person likes from someone doing that. So when someone asks a question, what is your favorite position? It depends. It depends on us. It's not like I have a position that I like, but if you don't like it, then we're never going to get nowhere in this position. I have to do something different. So my favorite position with you may be one thing, and with you, it may be two other. Yeah. But
he tried it.
I can't. I can't.
His leading
is just ridiculous. Okay.
It's on point. It is on point, guys. Come on now.
Did you see the tumbleweed just float?
Yeah.
It's on point.
Yeah.
But but the thing is like that's kind of where I got that from. So to answer your question, do I equate body count with experience? Yes, I do. But I also understand with women, a lot of y'all's experiences have not been great experiences. So it's kind of one of those things to where it's like it's the quality of that body count, if that makes sense.
So my question to you regarding the porn star is, since she, and I don't know if she was a paid porn star or she just did amateur
or she just got shit on her phone. Or she just got stuff on her phone. Like, was it cameras walking around?
But
recording her.
I know that I've known someone that's done porn, and they said that it was hard for them to get out of that routine of liking things that were they were told to like for the cinematic experience. So do you think that she carried that on into her personal bedroom life?
You remember that tattoo I showed you?
The tattoo?
No, he don't remember.
No, I don't.
That's her.
I know what you're talking
You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, okay.
I'm so lost.
So to answer your question, do I feel like she was like acting as no, she wasn't.
Oh, she got your name tattooed on her.
She wasn't acting at all.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not at all.
And the reason why I asked that is because I have seen like a lot of documentaries about people that have been in the porn industry, and they have stated that they didn't really enjoy the sex that they were having on film. Like the best sex that they've ever had was with somebody that was regular and really just got them as a person. You know what I'm saying? So when you say experience, it's like, yeah, she's going to have more experience, but was it just numbers because I need to get this film and I need to get this cream off, but do I really enjoy this? Did I feel like I'm an energetic and I'm over here just having sex with mad people? But
the thing that me and Tina always talk about is that it sucks for women when it comes to sex, for instance. And you kind of talked about it when we were talking as a group before we pressed record. And you said women's first sexual experience is coming from most likely men's whose early sexual experience is coming from porn. And when it comes to porn, porn is not made to please a woman.
No.
And men are learning to thrust and have sex with women based off of things that women most likely don't even enjoy. Porn is made like a strip club.
Can I take it a step further? Porn is not made for the typical man to enjoy either.
I agree.
But porn is made for people that have
fantasies.
Have fetishes.
Fantasies.
But porn is not like, if you really look at the porn that people truly enjoy,
the standard porn.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
They treat y'all like shit.
Yes.
Listen, it's like breeding. It's like you're doing it to breed animals. There's no connection. And not saying that men need a connection, but as humans,
it makes me not want to ever be a stepmom. I was like, I'm like my stepmom. I was like, I'm not that type of stepmom. I'm just here to get your go get your back.
No, but I agree with you on that.
How was school?
That's it. Trying to help you with your arithmetic.
And that's all. Like, nah, I'm not trying to smash.
Yeah, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
And that's the conversation that, again, you know, when I talk about women, I think women should be more liberated sexually when it comes to figuring that out. Of course, doing it safe, you know, is always the goal. Mm-hmm. But as far as like shunning women for having sexual partners and trying to find themselves sexually and figure themselves out, I think that's a shitty thing for people to do. Not saying anything about you, but I think it should be something to where, like, you know, if we do it, because most of these niggas out here that don't like women that have had sex with 30 people, they're in 100.
Yeah, they're
in 100. So then it's like, and like
We're not talking about that.
So I mean, it's one of those.
Yeah.
It's one of those double standards that's not fair, because I mean, shit. Like they always talk about, you know, she fucked you on the first day. She a hoe. I was like, nigga, you fucked her too. You're just as much of a hoe as she is.
But they don't care about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if
I'm grown, I can do what I want to do.
Yeah. So if we're gonna talk about
you
it,
meet my mama. Definitely not meet my mama if we fucked on the first day. You ain't gonna meet nobody I know.
You don't ever think you don't think your mom fucked on the first day?
I don't know what she did.
But exactly, why are you holding a standard to someone else that your mom may have done?
Yeah, that's like discrediting the whole person's worth because off of that one moment.
Shouldn't have done it.
I mean,
I never say it's wrong. I'm just saying that
no.
It's never gonna be nothing long term with me.
Because she fucked on the first date?
Not the first date. Like talking about, like, I just met you and we fucked.
Yeah.
No. Even if you did,
You talking about on a date? That's different.
So because you fed a bitch?
Now it's okay, right?
You see that TikTok? Like, hey, we fucking tonight. She was like, no.
Because you worked up an
and you do the
appetite?
little thing, split it in half on that little
The
thing.
tablet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because we worked up an appetite. Now it's okay for me to fuck?
Exactly.
No.
Ooh, we.
No, I think
I'm not taking you to Chili's or nothing, but I mean,
he knows it's a fuck.
We had a
It's
Brazilian
just
steakhouse.
how he feels.
But I'm saying, what is the concept behind that, though? Why does
I
the
don't-
worth equate her choosing to be sexual with you on the first
You
date?
gotta make me work, man. Don't just give it to me.
What do you mean work?
What do you mean? What you mean work?
Don't make me work.
Like, what do you build on the pyramid?
Like, hold on. Like that's the thing.
I don't even understand.
No, that's the thing. Don't your prize. Your pussy is not a prize. So don't. When I talk about don't make me work, that's what I mean. Like, if you're
don't make me wait 90 days. But I'm just saying, don't.
But if and that's the thing. Women generally, without being rude, prostitute themselves a lot, right?
Okay.
and you pay us for stuff.
No, I mean it's a thing to where it's like you're pitting your pussy on a pedestal, and it's like, make me work for it. Like, I'm more big into personalities and attitudes. Like, that's the shit that turns me on. Vagina, like Drake says, pussy's only pussy, and I get it when I need it. That's kind of how I feel about pussy in general, right? Mm-hmm. I'm more into people, like women, their personality. Something that's very big to me is supporting, caring, like shit like that. More of a personal connection. Mm-hmm. And like you said, a woman or a man can be with someone that they don't even find attractive physically, but there's something about that person, and it's like the greatest sex because I want to give you everything that I have.
I've definitely had sex with somebody that that personality.
You know what I mean?
That's all I needed.
And that flow
When
is
you
different.
met him?
Yeah.
When you met him?
With me?
When I met him?
Yeah.
As we got to know each other, yeah.
And that
Ain't
flow
talking
was
about we
different,
got to
right?
know
I mean, I had to get past that he was ugly. What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about meeting people. Like,
What? This is the thing. Have I ever had a one night stand? Yes.
Of course.
I'm grown.
She's Bettina.
okay, but you're not with that person, right?
No, but
Why?
I fucked him
Why?
a couple more times after that.
But why you not? Why you not
There's
with
several things that could have made their relationship go
Yeah.
sour. It's
I
not
was
the simple fact
young.
that she
That's
fucked him.
what-
on
that's
the
what I'm
first
saying.
night.
exactly what made it go sour
he
for
still
me.
want to fuck to this day. I don't
Yeah.
want to fuck anymore. I was like,
The girl from college that I talk about, me and her fucked on the first time we hung out, and that's probably the love of my life. Christina from Texas State.
now you put her name out there.
Christina,
Not the fuck.
That's what I'm talking
The
about.
whole fuck.
No, no,
Somebody
everyone.
is not happy right
This
now.
is
Like, I thought it
heartbeat.
was
What
me.
what is going on here?
No, it's in the past, and I talk about it a lot. So I mean, it's not nothing, not to discredit anybody from now. Yeah, but that's what it was.
As soon as he's finished, boomerang, nigga.
Somebody
I was worried about you.
Somebody out there right now like this motherfucker.
I thought it was
a-
me.
I mean,
You felt love that night.
But it happens
I
like
fell
that.
for her. I fell for her when I met her on the bus.
Okay.
You knew.
But that happened.
That happened.
But I was young, and again,
happens.
I was young, and I wasn't as, I don't want to say jaded, but I wasn't as aware, and my mind wasn't open as it is now. But back then, like when I met her, I was like she's dope.
I've literally turned down one night stands because I was attracted to the girl, and I didn't want to be like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna treat you like, I'm gonna treat you like
Treat
shit.
you like what?
No, but
like
that's good
shit.
that he knows that. So he wants to respect her. So because he
his
feels he
respect
wouldn't respect
I
her,
lose it
that
if
makes
I-
sense. That's good that you do that.
Respect equates the time frame that she waits to have sex with you.
To him.
Yeah, to me.
Oh, okay.
So it makes sense that you would do that,
So
and that's dope.
If I have
90
sex
days.
with you on the first night, no. But if I have sex with you on the third night, yeah.
I mean, if we go out, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. Like, we talking. Like, I don't want
On the
to.
fifth night,
I don't care what night it is. I'm just saying
So
it
I
ain't gonna
can
be.
wait. I can wait longer than my period lasts, and you'll respect me.
If I didn't think you was attractive, I would have knocked you down. You know, it'd have been nothing else to it. Like, I don't. If I'm attracted and I want to get to know you, I'm not gonna have sex with you on the first night. It's just that's because I'm automatic.
just say
My
you're
brain
saving
is
yourself?
functioned to be like.
How about you saving
saving
yourself?
myself for what?
I don't know.
So do you not trust yourself to say that you can have discernment to say, like, even though I've had sex with this person, that doesn't mean that they're less than?
He can't. He just said that.
Yeah, I did. Just
Where
say
did
that.
you get that from?
No,
If you don't
Wait,
mind me
wait,
asking.
I don't know where I got it from.
It's just here.
No,
That's what I'm saying. Like, to me,
That's
that
a learned
is a
behavior.
learned behavior. Somebody
Yeah.
told you this, and this is kind of where my job comes into play. Is like getting rid of all these things that other people told
Yeah,
you
that's not
that
something you just came up
as
with.
an
Doesn't make
adult,
sense.
it don't make no sense, and you've got to start changing your thinking. Once you see that something makes absolutely no damn
Man,
sense,
that shit way over there on the wall. That shit it's just over there.
But that's what I'm saying. You
It's
got
not
that.
that mad.
Somebody
When
told
you
you
gonna
that.
start
Either it was
revisiting it?
either was an uncle, a big homie, a dad. Somebody told you don't fuck hoes that let you fuck on the first night. That came from somewhere.
guess what? And some of them have fell in love with them same hoes they talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I think I honestly I don't agree with how he feels about it, but it's not for me to agree with, and I do think it's something that it would be dope if he would change that because it's limiting. It's
So even
as
if he doesn't
adults.
change it, he don't have to
understand
change
it, I
but
guess.
understand
Yeah.
it. Like, don't just go with it. It's just how it is. That's very
She's a hoe.
immature
Next.
thinking.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, tell me that, like, no, I really feel like this because of this, and it's not going to change. But I don't know where it came from. I don't know why I got it. It's just there. It's just like, what the hell you mean?
Yeah, especially just
a lot of guys are like that though, and to have that conversation to figure out like where it came from. Again, as I always say, I don't like to talk society shit because we all know societal norms are incorrect. But it's one of those things to where like you feel like if you knock someone down on the first date, on the first time hanging out with them, like she does with everybody else. So it's more of a situation like that. Me personally, I feel like, and I'm not trying to be conceited, but I feel like if you're not trying to fuck me like that, then like you really ain't trying to fuck with me because I feel like I'm like fucking dope as fuck. So it's like you fuck me on the first night is because you saw something in me that you should see in me.
But y'all talking about dates? I ain't talking about dates though. Like,
No, first night.
No.
Nigga, if I meet you at the club and you're like, hey, let's go home, I'm like, you're right, because I'm that nigga, so you should want to fuck with me.
it's not happening for me.
But this is what I'm saying. Like,
But I don't think you're a hoe. I just think you have good fucking taste.
I just
like
ain't
this
doing
is
it.
this, and that's the thing. Like, if I choose to
Dope
have
and
sex
garage.
with you, and on the first night, why should it have any bear? You let me fuck. I was
But
like,
I
why
say no, so I did not let you fuck.
you let me fuck.
No. I say no.
You let me take that dick. You let me take that dick. You're not gonna tell me
Y'all
that.
both owe
to the
dollars
bar.
after dollars after dollars.
Chill out. You
Somebody
wanna
got a
fuck.
real good
Chill out.
bag.
Yeah,
For
chill
real.
out.
Like, for real. Like,
Chill out.
What other question did you have? You have one more. Give us one more.
okay,
Something.
One more.
We went off on like 8 conversations. I
know.
But we
That
in
wasn't bad.
society.
That
We in
wasn't bad.
society though.
Know your worth, fellas. I ain't giving these motherfucking bros your dick on the first date, man. Y'all tripping, man. You gotta work for me. I ain't easy.
Look, nigga.
You gotta work
what,
for
what
me.
y'all saving it for? Chill out.
What you-
Okay.
Run that dick.
Last question would be: we talked to kind of hit about it earlier. Like, if you were to describe the shape of a clitoris, what would you say it was?
Penis. Small penis. That's like a little pinky.
Go ahead, continue.
What is wrong with him?
I know why he's saying that, but go ahead. Go ahead. Everybody else are y'all in agreement or no?
Nah, I ain't gonna say it. Some do.
It's like a very small. Actually, so again, I'm cheating because that's what it is. That's what I would think it is. I saw the Gwyneth Paltrow episode, so it looks like a fucking alien. Actually,
I was gonna say keyhole.
no, it's like fucking 8 fucking. And a This looks horrible. And it's
I've never
big.
looked inside of one.
It's
So
big.
You basically just take your fingers and do like this. This is what your clitoris actually.
And you only see you only see
You
the
only see
nail.
this part.
I
The
think
nail.
mine might be deformed then.
No,
The predator's
it's
mouth.
inside.
it's all inside.
The predator's
Inside.
mouth.
The predator's
Yes.
mouth.
Predator's
Yes.
mouth.
The
That's what
predator's
it
mouth.
look like.
Yes.
Exactly.
I haven't seen mine so long. Mine is pierced, so I haven't
No,
seen it so
no.
long.
So
It might be
literally,
there
what
somewhere.
you
Yours is what?
see,
Lift it up.
Pierced.
Yours is what?
Lift that little piece up.
Yours is what again?
Nigga.
yeah.
Can you change the design? The
Yeah, I changed it out.
You change it out.
Okay.
Do you ever like need assistance in like changing, or
No,
that's
I
something
got
you
it.
just do?
I got
You
it
got
down to
Okay,
science.
just say.
how?
You get that mirror and you kind of.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Because I changed this and I'd be having trouble putting it.
You're welcome.
Mad at him.
This nigga here.
But yeah, no.
But yeah, no, it's ugly. But again, it's hidden.
Definitely not
I seen
ugly.
that.
You say it's ugly?
It's
Yeah.
definitely not.
Oh, of course. If you look at the predator mouth,
It looks universal. It doesn't look like
It
it's
opens
from
up
here.
like a lotus.
they
flower.
are ugly.
It looks like God
So the
created
part
it.
that you see is, the clitoris head of it, but that would be the part if we were men, it would be our penis, but it kind of flowers out.
Yeah, like a lotus flower.
It has roots. It has whole roots down there.
Yeah.
It's under the ground.
Yeah.
That ain't the part I ain't worried about. It's the flappy,
The labia?
that hangs.
The labia?
You don't even
Yeah,
know what it's called.
I don't like
Stay from
it.
down there.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like it.
I don't like that.
I don't like the roast beef
I
labia.
don't like that.
I don't like the roast beef. The roast
I
beef
don't
is
like it.
weird.
Why
it's
is
like
it
flaps on
weird?
flaps.
And we
Oh,
like
no.
balls.
It's like,
I don't like that.
Like you have to peel it back. You have to hang up the curtain.
Yes.
You got to pin that shit up too.
But
That's
Tina,
just
I'm with
weird.
you.
What?
Yeah.
What?
But y'all want to put somebody's balls in y'all's mouth.
My balls aren't necessary. The tip, that's then the shaft, and then if
But-
the balls is not.
I think
Needed.
vaginas are beautiful, and I think dicks are beautiful too. So
They all come in different
Dicks are ugly
shapes.
too.
No,
I think all this shit is ugly, huh?
Don't say that.
I watch porn, nigga. I've seen some very hideous ass
You
penis.
be recognizing dicks.
I don't know. I think
I
people
recognize
should get away
Lexington
from
still
doing
and
what you
Mr.
just
Marcus.
did.
I recognize
Yeah,
those
like my
penises.
Coworker did.
Yeah,
It was
no.
very awkward.
I can.
we didn't have a conversation.
Like, oh, she's a girl.
He, listen, in his defense, he probably see the tattoos and be like, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Who, Mr. Marcus? Well,
No.
it's the hat for me. But again, outside of the hat,
And
like
the chain and the shades.
What's the one?
And a jersey.
he always has a hat on.
It's the other.
Mr. Marcus and
When
Lexington
they talk
still.
too much, that nigga, he drives me crazy now. He drives me crazy with the pistols tattooed on him. Saying
Oh, the two ones. I need to talk
That's
about.
what I was talking about. You know
Yeah,
that
I know
one.
that
exactly.
dude is a man. Like, but shut up.
But
I can't focus.
I know. I know.
Back
Lexington.
to the vaginas. Vaginas,
No, it ain't
nothing
West-
wrong with
West-
vaginas.
Is that-
There's nothing wrong. Vagina is not ugly.
But that's the thing. It's okay. Like, not every vagina is created equal. It's like not every penis is. There's some ugly penises and there's some ugly vaginas. Like, I don't understand this whole equality shit.
Sorry, hold on. Tina just commented, KK is slipping. He don't want to say it because it's about him.
Ooh. What?
Spend all the time trying to get it and don't know shit about it. Actually, try to get me, Tina. So.
Oh, okay.
It spend time trying to get me.
Okay,
You know
but this is the point. What do y'all? So the aesthetic look of a vagina is ugly to y'all.
Not every
They don't even got it
vagina.
better.
Not every.
But there's some ugly vaginas out there.
Okay, but is that gonna stop you from going inside of it?
I've
eating it.
I've not eaten because it's an ugly. I don't like the roast beef. And
all of it don't look like that though.
I know it doesn't, but I'm saying like I can look at a vagina and be like, that's not appealing. I don't like that. That one is cool. This one here though is not my cup of tea. And I don't think that, and like there's some women that will go down on a man, and if he's not circumcised or something, if that's not her thing, she'll be like, that is gross. I don't want that. And it's okay for that to be said. But when I'm sitting here saying that like not every vagina is my vagina.
Yeah, even though that vagina may have had some trauma to it, like
the what?
birthing a baby.
What the fuck does that have to do with being pretty or not? It can still be.
So what you're saying is exactly the misconception. Like there are things that happen to a vagina.
Yes.
During childbirth, during sexual trauma.
Okay.
Genetically, that alter the way that it looks.
But it still doesn't change the way that it looks.
No, it absolutely does. And what I'm saying to you is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we were talking about truths? Mm-hmm. That is an absolute truth. Like there are women when they have babies, their vaginas swell to 8 times the normal size. And just like if you're a bigger person and you lose weight, your skin does not go back to what it is. So that when you sit there and you kind of discriminate based on things that you don't really know what happened, you have the choice to. It just don't say that it's ugly because
your big head ass baby did this.
But my whole thing is like I'm not having the conversation.
That was the worst shit I've seen in my life.
I'm not having the conversation. It was very weird.
Did you watch your kids be born?
She shitted on my first baby, but
it happened.
I get it. It does, but it was weird. But she slipped out.
Opened up like this. This is the size of this laptop screen. I was like, oh.
It was different because.
oh my god.
But y'all wanted to stay pretty though, right?
No, so
a pubescent vagina with no trauma to it.
Go down.
It's completely different.
Yeah. 10 centimeters.
I'm not. The conversation isn't to why it looks how it looks. I understand there's reasons to it.
You just don't like the way it look.
I'm just talking about how it looked. I don't care how it got there. Like
it's there.
Like all I'm talking about is how it got there. I understand that there's some things that women go through that's shit that men go through. Some niggas just ain't got it. That's what it is.
But I get that. But you're saying that the aesthetic look of it is not revering to you after. But you understand why it's not.
I said period. There's some women that are born with ugly vaginas, and it's just ugly. I don't give a fuck what happened to how it got that way. Okay. I just don't think it's appealing to me.
Okay.
We had a conversation about.
Don't do it. Don't do it. We did not have a conversation.
He backed out of that one real fast.
I don't want no part of that.
Okay, so what was your next question?
That was it.
No, that was it.
You would say that on air?
Huh?
You would say that on air?
These are but the thing is
okay. I really because there's black women on here, so let's have this conversation.
Because it's not a bad. These are conversations that I think. These are conversations that I think.
Brace yourself.
That I think we should have. But it's not to be insulting. It's to have the conversation.
Okay.
Hold on.
Simple as that.
So you can have a conversation and still be insulting.
Exactly.
But because it's a hard conversation.
It's insulting.
It's not to be insulting.
What is it? What is a conversation?
I'm not gonna have it.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
What is it?
We'll have to do a own personal segment on that.
You want me to have a conversation with them?
Have a conversation.
Because we have a whole lot more stuff to talk about.
No.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
No. Because the thing is like
I'm sure he's not the only person that feels like that.
You feel that way. I've had a conversation with Tina. She feels that way. The thing is that more people, a lot of people feel this way, but it's it's not a negative conversation. It's a fucking preference. Okay. And that's the thing. People get so hung up that if you're not my preference, then you think there's something wrong with me.
Oh no.
And that's not what it is. Do I want to have the conversation? I will. but I don't think the conversation will make sense having with people who I don't want to say are immature or people that aren't
ready for the conversation.
Ready for whatever.
Is it going to bring about feelings that you don't feel like?
So
I don't. I'll bring it up to y'all when we get done recording.
Gotcha.
Period.
Okay.
I have no problem
At the break.
Yeah. But anyway, so hold on. Let's have this conversation about men's feelings, and that would be the last part of this side A, and that's because I just want your opinion. We had a lot of people that were speaking on it earlier, on the post, and it was about are men. Do women give men compliments and validations as much as they should, or is that even a thing?
I think that depends on the woman. I honestly do. Like I feel like for me, men, they should be complimented. Like if you doing it, like why not? Yeah. It should be for women. It should be men. Like there's a lack of a movement to support people and give them the boost that they need just because you feel like, oh, if I say this to them, they might think I want them.
Yeah.
Like, no, just give them a compliment and keep it pushing.
I love gassing up men, especially black men.
Listen, but on the other side of that, there are a lot of men that can't take a compliment.
I think most men, not that the men can't take compliments, because you're right on that. I think I'm not big on compliments, right? Mm-hmm. I like compliments of going, again, I love them, I hate validation, right? I don't need validation at all.
What's the difference?
A validation is your approval. I don't need your approval in doing what I'm doing. That's just how I feel about it, right? I don't need to go and have you make me feel like I'm doing what I'm doing is right. I'm gonna move how I need to move regardless. Compliments, it's cool to be like that cologne. Me and KK went out. And
I don't like the way she did it though.
It hurt KK. I didn't like that shit at all. It's like, nigga, move. You smell good.
One of y'all smell good. Let me smell you. I'm like, what? It ain't you, bitch. Your ugly ass motherfucker. So you know the fuck I am.
Why? Why does she have to be ugly? And why does she have to be a bitch?
I want y'all to know how that anyway though.
But I get what you're saying. But why was it so to the
extra?
Extreme? Because
that ain't how you go about shit.
I know that, but she
hurt the nigga feelings. She hurt that. She hurt that nigga ego.
Feelings. Why are y'all so sensitive about shit like that?
So hold on,
you don't do that.
Hold on, that's what I was gonna say. So again, like compliments is good. Appreciating the smell. And I have a cologne that I wear, and it's not a smell you're gonna smell everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm big on that, just as KK is, right? Mm-hmm. And when people compliment it, I appreciate it. I don't need. If you'd have said it stinks, it's not gonna hurt my feelings, and it's not gonna be like I'm not wearing it anymore. You don't validate it. Mm-hmm. But I think outside of compliments, I like for people to tell me the bad stuff as well, because I think that's more important to me to correct what's bad as opposed to knowing what's good. Again, it's cool for compliments, but criticism I think is good, and I think that's something that men are horrible at taking. Even if you tell a man that he is not sexually satisfying you, having that conversation with a man and not to insult him or criticize him, but to help him and help the situation. I think more men need to be open with that. But again, I don't think it's just a man and a woman thing. I think women also suck at taking criticism as well. And it's not a gender conversation. It's a human conversation. Yes. People are horrible at taking criticism. It's an
individual conversation.
That's the exact same thing that I said. It's just a human nature that we all are like that. It's not necessarily just whatever. And I think we need to sit there and not think of how when people get mad at me for saying something critical to them, I say, understand I'm not your enemy. So when I'm saying this to you, it's not coming from an ugly place like I hate you. You understand that we're dope. We're cool. I fuck with you. Mm-hmm. Don't take what I'm saying to you as if I'm your fucking enemy, because I'm not. Because
people automatically go there.
It think I'm trying to be hating or I'm trying to be ugly or something like that.
You don't like to see me. You don't want to make me. You don't want to let me be great. Shit
and
like
I even say it nicely when you talk about communication. My delivery, and Brianna has seen me fucking improve night and day with my delivery, my text.
Yes, he has.
To where
it was terrible.
To where it's like
You're growing.
I am using better words, and I am using thought, to let you know that it's not disclaimers and everything. Like, I'm saying this, and it's not because of that, but this is kind of where I'm going with this. So just understand and hear me out. And then I'll have that conversation. And it sucks because people sometimes still don't receive it the way that I'm trying to give it to them.
And I will say to you that a lot of times that happens because people don't feel safe in your intent. They don't feel safe that what you're saying to them to not be hurtful or that you have the best intentions for them.
Because they're used to you being an asshole.
Yeah. Either that or they're used to people not giving them true feedback based on them wanting to be better.
I think that's more what it is, because I think people are so ashamed of, like, when they talk about stuff, there's things that people don't talk about, right? And there's like religion, politics, stuff like that. Like I said before, those are the first things that if we're going to be friends, we need to get this shit off the table right now. We need to have that conversation about that, right? Okay. Period. But I think people... Another conversation goes back to how I feel about humanity and how humanity sucks now. I don't think people really care for thy neighbor like they should.
They don't.
So people aren't honest with people as they should. So when people are getting honesty from people, it's strange to them. But again, I've also played sports my whole life, and the only reason why I was good at sports is because someone came and told me where I was fucking up at. So I understand they're telling me why to correct my footwork, my technique, correct my tackling, correct my range of motion. They weren't telling me that because they're hating and being shitty to me. They're telling me that because they wanted me to be better. So I look at criticism differently than how other people look at it because of that.
So people see it as disrespect.
Yeah, no, but you know what? I think sometimes
because they think they're perfect.
Yeah, so I don't think people think they're perfect. I think they think they're really flawed, and I think it hurts a lot. But I also feel like when you talk about sports, right? People that play sports, you don't really, when you're playing the sport, you don't really see the benefit. Like the other person on the other end, your coach, it's like you play a sport really well. And your coach is going to critique you, tell you, okay, move this way, cut a little bit this way, to save your body. You're going to hurt your knees if you're going to do this. You're going to tear something. You don't look at that person as if they reap a benefit from you making these changes. And a lot of times people don't take criticism.
Don't look at it, the person as a reaping a benefit is what you're saying?
Like a lot of people, like especially kids, if you look at a kid and you ask a kid, like, why was your coach so hard on you? The first thing they'll say is because they wanted to make me better. They don't look at the coach until you get older and they start attaching dollar signs or something tangible to that person where you start looking at them like, okay, are you telling me to do this for you or are you telling me to do this for me?
So you're saying that people don't understand that the person is trying to make them better. They understand it with coaching. Yeah. But they don't understand it in a normal life situation.
What they're doing is they're looking at it and they're saying, okay, are you giving me this feedback because it benefits you? Or are you telling me this feedback because it benefits me as a person? And if I don't trust why you're giving it to me, I'm going to be less inclined to take it.
I not like I agree, so it's right. But I feel what you're saying on that. I also think it's more that nobody wants to look at themselves in a bad light. And that's something else.
We already do. We are terrible to ourselves.
But see, this is the thing.
We appreciate ourselves daily.
But this is what we do with that bad light. Me and Tina always talk about this. And anyway, she's a nuanced person, right? She's the type of person that I don't want to say lives in the gray, but she accepts the gray area.
I love the gray. I don't like black and white.
See, in the gray area, are those excuses and those situations that we make to make our wrongs feel right. It's like say for instance, if I kill somebody, right? And it's like, okay, you killed them. That's bad. Killing people is bad, right? Like, there's no way around it. Okay. But then it's like, well, I killed him because he, molested my child, right? Now, that's that gray area. It makes sense. I get it. I'm not going to be mad at you because you killed somebody. But at the end of the day, did you kill someone? Yes. Is killing someone bad? Yes.
No.
But
see, when you say "but," that's the gray area. Now, I use the very big extreme. So again, these aren't the extremes. Do you do drugs? Do you smoke? Yeah, because I'm stressed out. Okay, but we know that smoking is not good for you and it's not healthy for you. But we're gonna have this nuance in this gray area of, well, I'm stressed out. I got all this and that and that and that, and it makes you feel like you doing something bad is good. I.e., not taking care of your kids. People know that not taking care of your kids is bad. But when they look at that gray area and they give themselves these excuses as into why, that's that gray area to make what they're doing bad feel right. Now, when you try to check them and correct that shit, you're going to get fucking crazy feedback. Oh, yeah. As if they really think that they're doing something that's right. Like, nigga, you're not taking care of your kids is wrong. Where is the argument at? There's no reason why you should give me any kind of feedback in a negative way into what I'm saying. Nigga, just sit down there and fucking listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm here to help your situation. But people live in that gray area to make their wrongs feel right. And when you correct that, it's not a good feeling.
So because I agree with you that is definitely a space that people can use. But most of the people that live in the gray, they do exactly what you said you want people to be able to do. Look at both points of view and say, okay, this is not all the way right or all the way wrong. Like, there is a reason for certain things. Now, I don't honestly believe that other than, like I said, violence or hurting children, like, there are true right and wrongs. I feel like there's situations.
Everything is situational. I always say
everything is situational.
Everything is situational. I'm
going to you. So the flexibility in that is, the gray.
But my thing, even if it's wrong, again, I'm also not someone that feels we should always be right. I'm okay with being wrong sometimes. Sometimes being wrong is needed. Sometimes,
what about being indifferent?
That's needed too. But that's the thing. It's not I'm not the person that wants to live my life being right and perfect and positive all the time. Okay. Sometimes I have to be a complete fucking dick. Sometimes I have to be hard and tough to get my point across, to do whatever needs to get done to get it done. And I understand that. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I make small mistakes. Sometimes they're fucking huge. But the thing is like, it's not about the mistake or the hard in this. It's about what you do to get back out of that situation. I think that is more important than anything. But I say all that to say this. Like, it's not about having an ugly vagina. Having an ugly vagina doesn't define your worth. Having being a bad person or doing a bad moment in parenting doesn't make you a bad parent, right? We all make mistakes, and we should be allowed to make mistakes, and we shouldn't want to have to be perfect.
I agree.
Period. So it's like when I sit here and say that that's bad or that's wrong, I'm not judging your character. I'm talking about that situation. It's about what I'm talking about, and that is it. Nothing more. It's not a universal title I'm giving you.
So do you feel like a person should balance that out? Because there are some people that feel like they should just critique you.
Me personally, I critique a lot. But I'm also playing joke a lot as well. Some people love when I critique them, but they're just different type of people. Me, I'm going to be who I am regardless. Sometimes I need to tone it up. Sometimes I need to tone it down. And I'm figuring that out, because as helpful as my information can be, it can be off-putting at the same time. And that's not what I want to do. So again, I'm figuring shit out just as everybody else. I'm 39 years old and I don't have it all together. And it's the hardest person to fight sometimes is yourself.
That's true. Like
I be in my own way sometimes. Like I will literally send messages to Brianna to critique and read it before I send it to somebody else.
Not sometimes, a lot.
Because I
like, nope, don't put that. Nope,
exactly.
No,
exactly.
but I do, because it's like I want to get better. I'm trying to figure this shit out. And like I said, communication is very big to me. And I think it's just important. And I have very good messages to people sometimes, and I don't want it to be lost in bullshit.
Do you ask them? Like for me, I've learned that this is a really big key thing that helps out with that. Not letting your message get lost in feelings or, the timing of things. Do you ask first, can I give this information to you?
I will. I've asked, can I give this information to you? And I asked that this is going to be something tough for me to tell you and something tough for you to hear. But can you please listen to it without any noise and listen to what I'm trying to say and what I mean by it, as opposed to letting whatever's going on, shield. Because I've had conversations with people and I've literally said, hey, that car's blue. That car's not red. I'm like, no, the car's blue. The car's not red.
Like, we're not having the same conversation. Yeah.
It's like, you're not even listening to me. Like, you're not even hearing me. And I understand why. And I'll be like, I understand why you're not listening to me, but I need you to listen to me right now, just as I need to listen to you. And we need to say the same thing. If I tell you something, you need to regurgitate the exact same thing that I said to you, and vice versa.
Listening to respond, not to understand.
Yes.
So, I mean, again.
And a lot of times that happens because they don't feel like they had
you have anything to tell them.
But not only that, but they don't feel like you gave them enough time to approve what you're telling them. Like, hey, you mind if I tell you this? Let me tell you. And it's like, well, I didn't really tell you I was ready for it or that I wanted it. Like, sometimes it's unsolicited feedback.
Yeah.
It's like, now I'm upset because now you didn't cross the boundary that I didn't ask you to cross.
But if you tell them that and you tell them, like, this is what's going to happen, this is what I'm going to tell you, can you take it, can you not take it? And like, yes, just tell me, I want to hear it.
Of course they say
and
that.
Then, and so then I've even gotten to the points where I've written shit down and I have it saved to tell you later.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Like this conversation is something I think we really need to have. I have a whole show that I want to have about a situation that will be saved for later, but the reason why it's too early and too soon to talk about it now.
Okay.
But I really have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, but you know, I'm also not trying to offend anybody and make it seem like, you know, it's a bunch of excuses and fluff in the same turn. So again, I understand communication, and I don't want to make this about me because I could do it. It's not, but it's just information, I guess. And to go about the compliment thing, that's why I don't focus validation because I don't need it.
But a lot of people need
a lot of
validity.
people.
Yeah, they do. They just have to, and it can be seen in a different type of way. Like compliments are good, but some people grow up with haven't had that pat on their back when they know that they're doing something. They can't live without it. And a lot of kids grow up with that. Well, they look for their mom or dad when they're playing sports to see if they're doing good in the crowd. The writing in their folder. I mean, we raise our kids on validation. Schools raise their kids on validation. I mean, that's how we're raising our. So when they grow up, they're looking for that, and that's why some of our kids are lost now because there's nobody patting them on their back. Yeah. There's nobody giving them ribbons or nobody telling them that they're doing good. So they're out here lost because that's how we're not raising them as individuals, entities where they have to earn what they have and get to that point. We've raised them with validation.
Yeah. So what about the grown-ups that didn't have validation and now they're searching for it as adults?
Yeah, lost as fuck.
Lost
as shit. And the thing about it is, I was talking to someone and I'll see people like that in situations like that, and I'll try to help. Right? I'll try to not call them out, but I'll try to bring that to their attention. Doesn't go well, right? And people will tell me, I had this conversation with Ashley specifically, and
you love the names.
Well, these are people in my life. Like these are just these
fade.
But
fade.
But the thing,
but give initials. You know, I had this conversation with A.
But
you know, C is the love of my life. You know, B. I fuck with
C is the love of my life.
Jesus,
the conversation was someone said something very stupid, and I didn't like it, and I took it upon myself, I guess, to be like, say, man, like, why would you say something like that? And I'm trying to give information to where they could see where they're wrong, and they're not receiving it. And she's like, why do you waste your time on dealing with those situations? Just let them be and leave it alone. And I was talking to this one lady, and she in Chicago. She ran the hotel, and she was a mentor, and she was talking about reach one, teach one. And you'll never know what you can help or who you can help or what word you can say to somebody to where it'll click at that moment to where it's like, oh, I get it. So that's why I take my time in talking. KK, I think KK could use a lot of valuable information on a lot of different topics. We were talking about sex earlier in the one night stand, and he won't.
I just won't take it.
And that's the thing, he won't. But again, there's going to be that
I
one.
refuse to take it from anybody.
There's going to be that one conversation that will be had.
I was terrible, even in school. Like if somebody, I don't like being told. Like I almost
did you hear
lost
about his first
job.
week?
I almost lost my job because the motherfucker told me what to do, and I like, you gotta ask me. You don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? He like, I'll write your check. You got to ask me still, and that motherfucker asked me though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I think like KK, he's just stubborn as fuck.
Oh yeah,
he'll be. It's gonna be a situation to where like you're gonna be stubborn to a fault until like not hit rock bottom, but until it affects your life. And there's information that he knows. He knows people care about him. but he'll take the information we give him when he's ready. But to not give him that information is a disservice to us. And that's how I look at it. So I give the information out because I feel like it needs to be heard. What you do with it is your choice. Let that shit hit the wall. But it's not going to stop me from trying to do my part in giving you the fucking information. I don't know how he got onto that. But we're going... something to say?
Nothing.
Something to say? Something to say?
No, I'm good.
Something to say?
Nope.
Yeah, throw your Thanksgiving food away, man, for you get worms eating that shit. Today was the last day. Please throw that shit away.
Shit,
I'm
we-
seeing, I smelled the house smelling like, they're like, y'all still eating that shit? All right.
Y'all good.
You gonna have tapeworms and say you better leave that shit alone.
That's fun.
Throw it away.
Y'all, that's gonna be a side for y'all. Kind of went a little longer than we wanted to, but I mean, it's a lot of fucking information on the A side. So we're gonna go and take a piss, shake a leg, and if you feel like coming back for the B side, we'll come back. But anyway, thank you for watching.
Love y'all.
Thank you.